welcome to the stream. Hope it's going well. Uma time. Why am I late? You might ask, because I was watching Cashew Cup, which I know is still ongoing, but I can't keep pushing it. I need time to do my careers. But if anybody watching, hello, if anybody watching is also watching Cashew Cup and wants to let me know how the final totals go and how I place, feel free, because unfortunately I can't also watch his stream at the same time, because otherwise you guys would hear it because of how I capture my audio. So here's the situation. Leo Cup starts tomorrow. I have 2 really good Umas right now, who I'm pretty happy with. Will definitely be on my team. I don't have a third. I was planning on a Taishin all this time. I've been planning on a Taishin. I cannot seem to build a good Taishin to save my life. I thought I had a good one, and then I tested it in the room matches, and she got killed. She got destroyed. I think in like 6 or 7 races, she placed higher than 5th only one time, and she didn't even win that time. So clearly, we have an issue. Part of that issue is just within being an end closer in this cup, because one of the best skills for end closers, especially Taishin, is straightaway spurt, or for Taishin, encroaching shadow, the gold version, but it does not work on the course for this cup. So what that means is end closers, especially Taishin, who benefits from the gold version, lose access to their best acceleration skill, which makes it a lot harder to catch up from the very back all the way to the front in the late race and final spurt. So I'm starting to question if I just shouldn't even bring Taishin. I love Taishin. I've brought her for the last 2 cups. She was my best performer in the previous cup, and then 2 cups ago, she actually won me the final race, which is why I have the platinum title. She stole the win at like the very last second. So I love Taishin. She's one of my favorites. But without access to encroaching shadow, I'm really starting to feel like maybe I should give up on the end closer dream, Taishin dream, and build another pace or late surger. I don't have a front build because I find front really annoying to build. Pace, I think, is really easy to build because there's a lot of good recovery skills for pace chasers. But I already have 2 pace chasers, so I don't know if I want to go all in on a third and run 3 paces. I feel like it's good to diversify a bit. So I could build a front, but I really don't like building fronts because you have to chase groundwork, and that's just such a pain. So I could go for late, but late also has a problem, and that is you really need on your left, again, for acceleration. Leo, what Uma do you want in the concert? Oh, I was top 3? Nice. I don't think Cashew has Taishin, so I will go with McQueen. Normal McQueen. Yeah, so for late surgers, you really want on your left, because that is a great acceleration skill late race. However, getting the skill, once again, pain in the ass. It is a native skill on Grass Wonder, who I don't have max potential, so I don't have access to it, as well as on Gold City. So Gold City is actually an option that I could try building, because I do have her max potential, and I can get that skill on her, and I believe she can run medium races pretty well. I did get Aishin Flash after a lot of bad pulls. I think it took me like 145-ish pulls to get Aishin Flash, which I was not happy with because I've had 0 good banners in this game since like Anime McQueen and Teo. I did bring Flash to Potential 5, and she has some good skills. Just natively, which is nice. She gets access to Lane Legerdamian, which is just a great navigation skill late race. Very good for late surgers. Anybody, really, other than front. She also gets In Body and Mind, which I don't usually pick up unless I have extra points, but, you know, not bad. Medium Corners native is great. Late Surger Savvy native is great. So she has some really good native skills, but she doesn't have on your left. If I want to get on your left, if I want the gold version, which ideally I would get, I either have to run the SSR ticket guts card, which I really don't like running. I hate running guts cards. It does have good skills for hints, and it does have a really good on your left skill, but I just don't like running guts cards. I could also run the new SSR oh, she has Slipstream too. I could run the new SSR Nature card, which I did get off of some tickets, because the new SSR Wit Nature card gives on your left. However, it's a Wit card, which is great for recovering energy, and it gives you a ton of Wit in all of my runs that I've tried. But it doesn't give me power or stamina, and I really need power as a late surger. So I keep running into this like crappy situation of how the hell am I gonna get this skill if it's not somebody natively. The other problem with Flash and Gold City, which are my best options for a late surger, is they don't have good growth rates for speed, stamina, or power. Gold City gets 10% in power, which is still nice. You know, that's 10%. Very important for a late surger. But I only want to run one stamina card if I can, which means I have to rely hard on stamina inherits. So stamina could be low. And then for Flash, same exact thing. She gets only 10% in power, but then 20% in wit. So speed and stamina are big problems. And ideally you want to max speed. So I'm really torn with how I'm going to build a third here. If worst comes to worst, hello Sebi, and hello Tim as well. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your luck is better today. I hope so. We had a really good Brian build last week, so we can hope finally a quality Uma stream. Yeah. Where I hopefully won't get tilted about bad RNG in my runs. If worst comes to worst, I do have a debuffer Rudolph that I could bring just to fill the third spot and maybe make it easier for my pace chasers to win. I'm not sure where she is. Not that one. No. I had a better debuffer. Yeah, so I have this debuffer Rudolph who, you know, she has stamina. She's going to be fine. She's not going to win races, but she has really high wit, and she has an absurd amount of debuffs. So if I really have to, if I can't build a third ace, I prefer to run 3 aces if I can. If I can't build a third ace, I could just throw this Rudolph in as a debuffer. She doesn't hit end closers, but I don't think we'll see too many end closers. She does hit late pace and front. So, you know, this is still an option. But, you know, I would prefer 3 aces if I can. So that's why I'm torn. I think if I look at my veterans, I want to sort by date. So I've been doing a lot of flash runs. I have more, but I've transferred some. This was the best I've been able to manage with flash, which, you know, I got screwed. I didn't get medium S. I didn't get Maestro. I didn't get Breath of Fresh Air. But she had good skills. Speed was still high. Power was good. This was like a high roll flash. This is like the best I've been able to manage because I get screwed and have to bring either a wit or a guts card. If I could bring another power card, this could have easily been over 1,000 power and over 800 stamina. So that's kind of why I'm getting torn. Gold City, I did try a run for her. This had god potential. S in track and distance, or S for turf and medium. Speed was up there, power was up there, stamina was close. I had 2 gold staminas on your left, good skills, but I just couldn't seal the deal. So, like, it's so possible. I'm getting killed here. It's so hard. It's very frustrating that my Taishin isn't working the way I thought it would. I guess the good thing with Gold City is, since she has on your left, I could bring a second power card instead of needing to do Guts or Wit, which would help with training, but I think Gold City doesn't have good affinity with people, so it's harder to get medium S. So, like, I would still want to bring Brian. Yeah, but see, like, Brian is, like, an essential parent for Let's Pump Some Iron, but she doesn't have good affinity. But, like, this Brian, I have 9-star stamina, 6 stars in medium. Like, that's a real good parent. Is there really a perk called On Your Left? There sure is. I think that's an Avengers thing, right? In, like, Endgame or something. That's what is it? Like Falcon or something? It says it's a Cap. And it's a really, really good skill. Very powerful skill. She does also have Marzensky too, so I could potentially get Redshift. Okay, you know what? Let's try Gold City. Let's see if we can... I know she's not in the title, but let's see if we can do a Gold City. What would be another good parent? At this point... So, Brian... Sorry, I was saying Ryan before. I meant Ryan. Brian could be a good parent. Ogre could be a good parent. I know I have good Brian parents. Like this one I think is Turf and Medium. Yeah, so Turf and Medium. Pretty good skills, corner recovery, firm conditions, corner adapt. It's not a ton of stamina. I probably don't need the power because I'll run an extra power card. I think I have another Brian that has like 40 stamina. That's probably better. Yeah, this one is also Turf Medium, but it's 47 stamina, so I do get an extra 110 stamina right off the bat, which is really nice. It doesn't really have much in the way of skills, though. This one is also Turf Medium. Oh, that's the one I was looking at before. This one has a long, so I don't want that. These all have long. This one doesn't. That's too varied. Okay, this one gets a little extra speed, which is nice. Pace, Turf, Media. See, I don't want the pace. I mean, you could run Gold City as a pace, but her ult is better as a late surger, so it doesn't really make sense. Alright, I'm gonna go with this Brian. It's not quite as much stamina, but it is a little extra power, and it has better skills. Oh, okay, we'll see. So I need to borrow the vodka. This is the deck I've been working with. This Tikazo in the middle, I won't run. I will ideally run this. I like running the SR power here because this is a good card. It has training effectiveness. Wait, it doesn't have priority, though. I thought it had priority. I guess it doesn't. But I liked that it had medium straight and late surger straight, because that's 2 different good speed boosts that she could get. But if it doesn't have priority, that's risky. This Daiwa card is nice. for Pace Chasers, not quite as good for Late Surger. The Oguri card is good. I would prefer to run an SR, though, so that I have a better chance of proccing the other SSR skills. Today, Maru jumped on me on my Aishin daily poll. Anything but their own banner. Damn. Well, hey, Summer Maru is still a really good get. Fantastic for frontrunners. I went through hell to pull Aishin Flash, though, so I totally understand it. It took me like 145 pulls. I only got one SSR before that in the 145 pulls before Flash. And I think it was like... It was actually a normal Maruzensky. A normal Maruzensky dupe. And I like Maruzensky a lot, don't get me wrong. It just wasn't what I was looking for. So that has Slipstream, Ramp Up, Long Shot, Straight Descent. These skills aren't great. It does have specialty priority, though. Also, hello, Blinded. Welcome to the stream. I'm going back to Groundwork Hell now that I have her. See, that's the problem with frontrunners. That's why I don't really build them, because I just get so aggravated with the Groundwork grind. Okay, I am going to bring this one, because if it goes to Speed or Power, that's still... I mean, Speed or Stamina, that's still totally fine. And it has good skills, and it's maxed out. So I'm going to try a Gold City with this. And I'm going to hope that I can get something interesting. Good luck with your Groundwork grind, though. I hate it. I went through hell in the previous cup for it, and I was like, I am not putting myself through that again. Especially not having Summer Maruzensky myself, because I know she's so meta for this cup. Okay. We want good friendship training right off the bat. We got shit friendship training on the first turn. That's fine. It's just the first turn. We get karaoke. That makes up for it. 2. All right. We already have full energy, but Brian has a skill hint. She has good skills. Hydrate, not what I needed. Brian takes forever to friendship train, too. So I really like prioritizing her if I can. Okay, Creek, I would love if you could just do your whole route this early. That would be wonderful. More speed. 1 in power, 3 in wit. Okay, including Brian. Nice. 2 in wit, including Brian. 2 in speed. We definitely need speed. I have a really hard time maxing speed. We'll do power because Brian's in there. Plus 20 speed, don't mind if I do. 3 in power, but it's a 30%. I never do stuff over like 20 unless it's late. I have to beg Super Creek to show up. Dude, I totally get it. I totally get it. It is so annoying. This is garbage. I hate when she restricts her training like that. Like, I don't even want to use my energy on that. So, I guess I'm just gonna rest. No, I don't even want to rest because I might get sleep deprived. I'm just... recreation, I guess. A little extra energy. But yeah, I have so many runs where Maestro just never even procs. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, that's one of the most essential skills to get, and it's just not even gonna proc? That's so cruel. Forgot I was supposed to pick the bottom option there. I don't like training guts, but they're lower than the other ones. Freak, okay. I have not had good friendship training so far, but that's fine. It's still super early. We can work with it. Never understand what makes them go off or not. I know it's probably not random, but still. I believe it is random. I think there's just like a giant pool of things that it could do, and it will randomly select them. Feel my heart break when I get Maestro late in career. Yeah, it's really helpful to have for like long races during the career. But, I mean, late is better than never, at least. Also, hello, Master. Welcome to the stream. Hope it's going well. Okay, and there's the vodka one. We need both of those to go through, because I need both of those heals. 3 in speed. Don't mind if I do. What a scoop! Better late than never. Exactly. Ooh, 4 in stamina. Not Brian, but it's fine. Oh, there's a move down. Oh no, it was a restricted one. And it was just power. Vodka is in there. I still really don't want to train with just one person, though. I really need 2+ people. Okay, we do get Maestro, at least. Happy about that. If we could get a corner recovery hint so that it's cheaper, that would be awesome. 2 in speed, those are my 2 lowest, so I want to train them up.
Okay.
3 in stamina is nice. The wit ones are lower, but stamina is important, obviously, so I'm gonna take that. This is extra speed. Good. 3 in power is nice. Hitting Gambit. I think, is that an end closer skill? Or a mile? Or something like that? Two in power, 18%, but they are my 2 lowest. Okay. Oh, okay. Ticket has 3 SSR cards? Really? I have the power ticket and the guts ticket. What stat is this SSR ticket? If this has the same skills as like the other cards, but it's a speed or a stamina one, that would be really good. A snake? Looking for a white snake. Take one for a good luck charm, super high level spell. Can tell her the details. Ran off before I had a chance to. A granny would use her magic and find it straight away. It sounds incredible. Thought I'd be a great witch like her one day. Go ask your granny to help us? Sweep's cute. Classic ticket. Got myself roped into a snake hunt, we comb the fields but come up empty-handed. Oh no. I want to go home. Heading back already? I have to try. I'm gonna give you all I got. All right. Who said I'm giving up? Yada yada creature and winning ticket. Lovely combo. It it is a nice combo. Yada yada creature is nice. I like that. Sweep's cute. I don't currently have her planned as like one of the ones I'm gonna roll for, but if I had extra carrots, I would give her some. Something in the store window. Is it the snake? Oh. It's the snake. It is a work of art. It's not real. Cashew Raid. Hello, Cashew. Hello, people from Cashew Channel's chat. How did the cup end up going? I had to drop off after the live race, but before the results were announced. I know Noelle asked me what I wanted, so I assume I was top 3. I'm assuming Sazu was number 1. By probably quite a bit. I don't have the heart to tell him. Oh no. Hello, Ezume. Hello, Sazu. Welcome. Got a solid second? Okay. Second's good. Sazu went sicko mode this week and blew everyone out of the water. Yeah, I mean, what was it? So we got like, I think it was 4 first places out of 6 races, plus every single bonus point. Like, it was just about the actual like cap that you could get. And I'm pretty sure one of the races that wasn't first was like 4th. So that's still really high. Like, it's absurd performance. Hello, Armando. How's it going? Told Cashew you're mad at him? I'm always mad at Cashew. That's my secret. I don't know how it went so well. The cards were all in your favor today. I was saying I don't know if we'll ever see a higher score. Did he go over 100? I think the previous high that we had seen, or at least that I remember seeing, was like, I think it was one week where it might have been me and Sazu. It was like 93 and 92 for first and second. So I assume this one was over 100. Non-wins for 4th and 6th. Oh, the 16th one is too bad, but Avi got 96. It was the previous record. Sazu got 107. Oh my god. Never forget Leo's Taishin surging so fast on the final corner the cameraman couldn't even keep up. You know, I was happy about that race. I was happy about my one win where Taishin just destroyed it. But then freaking Sazu stealing my win in the live race. The absolute audacity. I was looking so good in that. Brian's really lacking here. I hate how long it takes to friendship train her. I deserve that win in the live. My Brian late started when I watched it back. Oh. A late start coming back to win was... Yeah, so if you hadn't late started, it should have been a more definitive win. Is Hanshin where the Leo Cup is? I forget. I don't want to get corner recovery yet because that could get on a discount. Slick Surge, I could get a discount from the vodka card. It is Hanshin? Nice. Thank you, Gold City, for having that as a native skill. Slipstream is nice. I don't know if I can get that as a discount with one of my cards. I don't think I can. I kind of don't want to spend anything right now. See if I can't win that without spending. Nice job, Gold City. See if we can get some discounts before I buy anything. Oh yeah, for people who are like, Leo, you have Flash and Taishin in your thumbnail and your title. Why are you doing Gold City? Because I was going through all of like how hard it is to build people. And I feel like Gold City would be the easiest to build of those 3, as she immediately gets a move down. So I'm trying to give her a shot. Okay, 3 in wit, we'll just take that. Gap closer? Is that a late surger skill? Those 2 would get rainbow, but we really need Brian to go up, and she does have a skill hint. Hydrate. Come on, man. Gap closer sprint? Ugh. Woo! 4 in speed. That gets 2 more up to rainbow potential. It gets Brian some long straightaways. Brian! I get long straightaways every single time I use this card. How about right-handed or medium corners or medium straight? You're killing me. You're killing me. All right, this gets Brian to rainbow at least, which is good. I'm just doing that so Creek can rainbow. So everybody should be at rainbow potential now. That's really unfortunate. Thanks for the immediate mood up, though. Okay, good inspiration. Give me medium. Please. Medium S or turf S. I beg. Well, you know, 89 stamina and 5 corner depth hints is nice at least. Alright, now that we're at Satsuki Show, I should probably start buying stuff. I have pretty good stats overall. I guess I'll get Slick Surge. Corner Depth is really cheap, but I don't want to buy it until I know for sure that I could get Curvature. I would definitely like... I don't think I need a recovery stamina right now. Gap Closer is indeed Sprint. I guess I'll just get Slipstream because I don't think I can get a discount on that from anything. Thank you! Rita Bryan. It's kind of close. One of my goats. No cards that give hints for Slipstream? Okay. I made the right choice there, then. I don't think I have it on any of my parents, either.
Okay.
Could I get a right-handed medium or medium? Nope. Because that's what this Brian card always does to me. Gives me every single skill hint other than the 3 that I want. Every run without fail. I guess we're just gonna rest. Basically, it's just sweep SR for the meta deck cards that give slip. I do like that sweep card, if I just need speed, but skill-wise, I felt like it wouldn't really help me for this cup, so I passed on it. The Derby! The Derby! You have to beg Brian to give you the skill that you want, and then she gives it to you late. Uh-huh. Damn it, Gold City. Oh, wow, to Brian. Is this because I just complained about your skill card, Brian? This is your fuck you to me? I see how it is. I see. That's something for Flash's career. For people who don't have Flash and are going to run her career, you really want to... Okay, first of all, Flash has one of the hardest careers I think I've played. In that I have never actually failed one of her careers. What I mean by that is, like, actually winning her races, like the majority of them, is hard. I frequently lose. It could be because of the cards that I'm running for, like, the CM specifically, but I frequently lose some of her story races. And, like, the Derby, for example, you really want to win. Because if you win, you get a hint for Fighter, which is phenomenal for late surgers. At least I feel like it is. So, like, you really want to win that. Her requirements are run in the Japanese Cup, or run in the Japan Cup, run in the Arimakinen. So you already know. When the title is just run in, you're fighting a losing battle. And you have that, like, 2 turns in a row, basically, at the end of your classic year. I don't think I've ever won both of them in any of the careers I've run, which is like 8 or 9 at this point. I've won both of them individually, but I've never won both of them. Then I think you also have to do Spring Tenno Show, which is, you know, You have to run all the hard races, and you always get put up against monsters for her story reasons. It's hard. It's really hard. And you want to win a lot of races in Tokyo because then you get extra bonuses at the end too. You get like extra speed and power, I think, if you run... Oh, there was a right-handed hint. Yeah, you get extra speed and power at the end of your career if you win a lot of races in Tokyo. You also get a hint for Tokyo race course. I don't want to rest with that much stamina gone, but we're going into summer, so... Okay, no rainbows, but that's still not a bad training. If you laugh, you go to Spring Tenno Show. No, don't curse me with that. Power. Nah, we'll just rest. You know, I would have liked to be closer to 600 speed at the end of summer, but honestly, oh, okay. Pretty good spread overall right now. Again. Have to do wit. Killing me, dude. You're killing me with these random restrictions. What do we at? Kikisho? So what do we have? Right-handed. Nice. I'll hold off until closer to the end on that. Corner depth. Obviously nice. Well, now that we're hitting the long stuff, I should probably get a recovery, but I haven't gotten a discount on corner recovery, which, you know, you could get that for free from the acupuncturist. You could get a discount from Creek or Hida-san. I guess I'm just going to buy on your left. Still haven't finished the Breath of Fresh Air line either. How do you manage to manifest this kind of irony? Oh, that was with the Brian thing? Yeah. I don't know, man. It just happens like that. That's the streamer buff and debuff. Freaking Cashew pulling Taishin Flash after I went through hell. He just pops it open on stream. Boom, boom, boom. I wasn't bitter or anything. Happy for him. Yeah, I wasn't bitter. So sorry I told him to do the temple. Hey, I mean, Flash is cool. I like her a lot. It's nice that he... Oh my god, how many times are you gonna oversleep? This is unbelievable. Set an alarm. Damn. Freaking killing me. If I can trade Sazu a cup for a banner Uma every week, I'm going to take the opportunity. Damn. You heard it here first, folks. Cashew can be bribed. The Cashew cup is corrupt. I'll have to add that to my list of things that I'm investigating. When you encourage your Uma, they get depressed and don't get first, and then when you trash talk the support Umas, they beat you in a race. Right. Oh, pretty much. Second to Tamomo Cross, I guess that's fine. Would have been nice to win, but I'm mostly concerned with the stats. I don't really need to win everything. I don't know what her secret event is. I forget. Hello, Raiden. Welcome to the stream. Hope it's going well. Energia. Alright. 33, 34. We'll go speed. That's most important. You know, I'm fine with that because it still gets me another round of training. Okay, curvature we do get. Could I get 3 hints? Beautiful. We could get a really cheap curvature. We do have the director high enough friendship for the next level up as well. Rest here. Both of these don't actually give me anything that I need. How cheap is curvature? 234 for curvature. Not bad at all. Okay, we'll just wit. I forget which one of these gives you... It might be speed and power. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the speed, Brian. Oh, I love that event. Osaka High. Okay. We're gonna keep holding out for now. Inspiration is next turn, so if I could get medium S, that would be great. Please. Pretty please, with a cherry on top. You got this, Gold City. I believe in you. I believe it. I tried running you in the previous cup. I can run you in this cup too. All I need is medium S. But you don't have good affinity with anybody, so it's extra luck of the draw. Please! No medium S, but 92 stamina was nice. I mean, I'm looking... I'm not gonna I don't want to jinx my stats, but my stats are looking like they could end up all being very solid. But unfortunately, we can't get medium S. I mean, if my stats are really good, and I have skill points, I could get right-handed, potentially even double, and then, you know, it's better than not having anything, but... We'll see. It's really gonna depend how summer goes. Still not giving me a freaking corner recovery hint. Still haven't gotten Breath of Fresh Air. That's really all I'm interested in right now. Breath of Fresh Air, Maestro, Curvature, right-handed. I guess we can just get Pump Some Iron because obviously we want that as a late surger. And we can't get any more discounts on it now. Now you're really going the Spring Tennis show. We are. We only have to get top 3. I feel like we could win it. Nice job, Gold City. Gold City beat Gold Ship. Oh, oh, oh. Very nice. Coffee break. We just got a coffee maker at home, and I've been using it quite a bit the last week. And letter, nice. Okay, we're just gonna rest. We're kind of low. Summer's coming up soon. Of course, Oguri wants Gold City to eat a lot. Wouldn't expect anything else. Let's take stamina because it's not bad. We do have to run in Takazuka Kinan. We could potentially get Summer Runner from it. My wit is kind of low. I'd like to have as much stamina going into summer as I can. Still no corner recovery discounts. Still no Bofa. Alright, if we could win this and get Summer Runner, that would be pretty nice. I don't remember if you get it. Not. You don't get it. That's fine. I know certain ones give it and certain don't. Keep my coffee maker out because I forgot I hate coffee. Me smart. That's a good move. I mean, it took time for coffee to grow on me. It's definitely an acquired taste, I would say. Ah, come on. Like cold, just not hot? I like warm or room temperature. I wouldn't say... I don't like hot coffee because I'm super sensitive to like hot drinks. Okay, both have finished. I'm thinking my stats are unfortunately not going to cut it at this point, but it's not a bad run. Giving me a bunch of not rainbow turns at the very end is kind of painful, though. Dude, how many mood down events are you gonna freaking get? For Gold City's unique epithet, however the hell you pronounce that, you have to, I think, win every race in a great mood. I'm like, I don't even think that's possible. This girl has more mood down events than like every other Uma I've ever trained combined. How the hell can you possibly have great mood in every race that she has? That's unbelievable. Like, Taishin is the only person who even comes close to Gold City in terms of mood down events. And I still feel like Gold City is way more. Save us, Tazuna. I do have an MLB Tazuna. Which I got while I was going for Super Creek. Because Super Creek didn't want to show up. I just kept getting Tazuna. Like, running Tazuna with Gold City. She drops mood so often. She really does. She really does. The combination of her training restriction plus the mood drops are killer. But yeah, like, Tazuna's definitely helpful for that, but, you know, then you sacrifice some of the stats. So, I mean, it's a trade-off. I feel like I just don't know how to, like, properly use Tazuna to the most of her potential. Or the max of her potential. Well, unfortunately, we're not getting discounts for these things now, so just have to start buying them. I should probably figure out how to properly... Like, I know with Tazuna, you want to, like, ranking up her friendship or whatever, like, when you do recreation and stuff. I know you want to save certain things because, like... Like, I think it's her third out of 5 recreations. Like, the third one heals a condition and it bumps up mood or something like that. Which, for example, for Taishin, who has that killer career event where you drop 3 mood levels and you get practice poor. Like, if you save Tazuna for that turn, that's massive. Tazuna RNG goes off. She's so good. Had her show up 4 times on speed during summer. Got all 4 successful. Ooh. That is really nice. Maybe I should give that a try with, like, Taishin or Gold City. Greetings. We win a Leo Cup. Hello, Happo. Welcome to the stream. I feel good about 2 of my Leo Cup Umas. My third one I still am trying to figure out. I have a good debuffer I could run. if I can't get a third ace, but I do prefer 3 aces if I can. So, I don't know. Chukyo recourse? Race course? Chukyo? I don't know if I've ever seen that. What the heck is Chukyo race course? I genuinely, I don't know how many careers I've done in this game. I don't think I've ever seen that skill or that race course. I mean, I'm sure I have, but like, what the hell is that? Well, this is just a parent Uma, so we're going to put skills that we like. Oh, it's dirt. Okay. I don't know why they're giving that to Gold City. We ran it today in Cashew. It was the sprint. Oh, okay. 2 in speed, 2 in pace. What is this? Spring runner and fall runner? Kyoto. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you look at that Uma and you're like, that's not bad. But for CM, it ain't cutting it. It ain't cutting it. Soon there's going to be another PAL card for the Unity Cup that probably might be a need. Yeah, the Rico card. That comes out this week, I believe on the 6th, I want to say. 6th or 7th, I think it's the 6th. Which is, what, Thursday? Good luck, everybody. They are giving, okay, they're giving 100 free pulls on that banner. So, ideally, you will, in an ideal world, you can max out just the rare version, the R, of the Rico card, and you can use that if you don't get the SSR card for a while. But ideally, I mean, you could always borrow the, I'm sure whales are going to go crazy maxing out the Rico SSR. And you can borrow that for sure. But if you're somebody who didn't go crazy on the Kitasan banner like me and Cashew did, and you've been borrowing a Max Kitasan, or a Max Creek, or a Max of something else, and now you have to borrow Max Rico, what are you going to do about the other card you just lost? So, like, that's the problem that you start running into, and, like, there's a lot of cards I like to borrow, and I definitely want to get this Rico card, but, like, I borrow the Max Vodka power card a ton. I borrow Max Suzuka pretty much anytime I do front runners, like, I borrow the Max Oguri sometimes, like, there's a lot of cards I like to borrow. So I really don't want to have to borrow the Rico if I can, but one of the most important banners for the next 4 months, yeah, at least in terms of support cards, I believe it's probably the most important. I think after the Rico banner, I don't think there's anything like super meta until Christmas Oguri. Christmas Oguri and Valentine's Bourbon, I know, are both pretty good for meta. Boy, is the dirt track. Okay. For CM, I'm looking for 1,300 minimum now after bonuses. I feel ya. What's this exclamation in club? What's going on? Oh, I got my 10 shoes. Oh, 10 club points. After Rice and Rico, we have Kitasan Black rerun and Christmas Hook. Oh, right, the Kitasan rerun. Thank God I did what I had to do to get MLB Kitasan on the first banner, because if I had to roll on that one, like, after the Rico banner, I'm probably not going to go too crazy on it. I just really at least want to get the R MLB. If I could get the SSR too, great. But there's so many Umas coming out between, like, the start of January and the end of March that I want, that, like, I need to save. Look at my carrots. Look at it. 2690. Let's look at the upcoming banner schedule, shall we? I have a spreadsheet where I keep track of it. Let's see how screwed I am from January to March. Where's my UmaMusume spreadsheet? Oh, I have to update the dates because they announced all the November ones. Can I share this screen, actually? I might be able to. Then I can show you the spreadsheet, and we can see what's coming out. Boom. Get out of here, Adblock. Window capture. Banners. Some banners got accelerated. Our whole schedule is accelerated. Yeah, we get things. We've been getting pretty much everything, I think, like 8 to 10 days before JP. But it's like consistently that, so it's slowly getting faster and faster. Like, we're about to have the half anniversary celebration, but we're only 4 months, or like 4.5 months into the game coming out. So, let's hope those free 100% polls go well for everyone. I'm sure we'll see another, hey guys, new account, is this good, with MLB Kita-san and Rico or some crap. I'm gonna lose my mind. I mean, good for them, but I'm still gonna lose my mind. Alright, let me close out of this, and this, and this. How did I open that window 3 times? So I have this window, and that's it. Okay. So here is, so I have a spreadsheet where I estimate, like, what's coming and when. So this is just based off of, like, the JP. Schedule. So, like, we're past all of this. So you can see based on the columns, the first column, like outside of the character names and stuff, that's the date that they had it in the JP version of the game. And then you can see the days between the banner. I was tracking that. And then the third column is the day that we got it in English, the worldwide version, and how many days between the banner. So you can see the days between banners for us is always shorter. Like, they had 12 days between Biwa and the anime collab. We had 6. They had 16 days between the anime collab and current. We had 11. So, like, we are getting things at a consistent, accelerated pace. We just get the banners faster. But if you actually look at, like, what's coming, so we right now, we're on the Taishin Flash banner right now. So you can see here's like what the upcoming banners are. And why did this just like shrink? So I have it like, I have a formula that's estimating what date we'll get stuff. So I have to compare the dates they actually announced, but you know, the formula updates as I get more data, basically. But either way, so we just got Taishin Flash. I'm planning on skipping the Fukuhitaru alt. I'm basically skipping every Uma for the rest of the year. So Akebono, I know Noelle is very excited for Akebono. Hello, Armando. I'm skipping Digiton. I like her, but you know, I got more important stuff. Kawakami Princess, I do like. You know, if I could roll for her, I would, but I still feel like there's too much coming out that I want. Manhattan Cafe, I'm skipping, but I know a bunch of my friends are excited for her. Rudolph and Gold City alt, really nice banner. I'm skipping. So then we hit the next year. So starting in January, this is when things get rough. I'm planning on skipping Jordan, but Dober for me is like a must-have. I really want Dober. So that's January 10th, okay? Right after Dober, Christmas Oguri Cap. She's extremely meta. She's extremely important to roll if you want to continue to be meta. Or like, I mean, you could borrow an Oguri parent. You don't need to have your own. But it's going to be easier if you have your own Oguri, because she's very, very meta. That's the next banner after Dober. So I consider Christmas Oguri another like must roll for me. The next banner, Fine Motion. Another must roll. Fine Motion is actually the one I want the most out of those 3. So that's 3 banners in a row that I'm like, I really want. Literally every January banner, other than Jordan, who I'm gonna skip. Like, Killer, okay? Then you go into February. Tamamo Cross, I'm skipping. Urara and Opera Alt, I'm skipping. Sakura Chiono O, I would like, but I don't feel like I have to roll for her. Then you get Bourbon and Flash Valentine's Alts. Bourbon Alt is fantastic for frontrunners, because I believe she has groundwork as an innate skill. As well as something else that I remember is super helpful. So I would really like to roll for that, because I also happen to like Bourbon a lot, and I also like Flash. Then Meijiro Arden, I would definitely like to get her if I could. Admire Vega, the banner right after that, I definitely want her. Kita-san Black and Mambo, the banner right after that, I definitely want her. Satono Diamond is the banner right after that. If I could get Diamond, that would be great. Like, so it's literally like every January banner, basically, I want to roll on. February, I can mostly skip until Bourbon. But then again, it's basically 5 banners in a row that I want. All of March. Like, that's freaking killer. So, needless to say, Mambo's a 2-star, so she's definitely coming passively. Yes, Mambo's definitely coming passively. But Kita-san is a 3-star. So, that is an absolutely disgustingly brutal stretch of banners that we're going to have from January to March, estimated. And then you can keep going. I skip a bunch of stuff. Nice Nature and King Halo cheerleader alts in May. That's a must-have. Ainz Fujin, right after that, she's a must-have for me. Meijiro Palmer right after that, not a must-have, but a would very much like to have. So then again, like January, brutal. February, I get to skip. March, brutal. April, I get to skip. May, brutal. Stop it, Uma. Why do you have so many characters that I want? June, I can mostly skip. I do like the Dober camping alt, but I don't really need it. July has McQueen Summer. McQueen is my favorite Uma in the game. Obviously, I need to roll on McQueen Summer. But then I think the rest of the year is pretty quiet. Aston Machan, I think I'd like to pull for. Zephyr, I like her design. Helios design I like. But yeah, it's very top-loaded for me. January, March, and May are packed. But then after that, outside of like Summer McQueen, there's not really anybody that I'm like, oh yeah, I have to roll for her. Like, I have to have her. So I can take it a lot more laid back for the second half of next year. But I need to save like crazy ahead of what is going to be a brutal first 3-ish months of 2026. And my 2690 carats aren't looking so good right now, I've got to say. Leo takes his Umas more serious than I take my day job. I just like making spreadsheets. I'm a numbers nerd, a data nerd. I make spreadsheets for fun. I have so many different spreadsheets. I personally use Uma.mo to see future banners. That's also a helpful resource. I just like having my own spreadsheet because then I can organize it how I want, but that is a good one. Akebono soon. Good luck with the rolls, Noelle. I know you want her a ton. King Halo's daughter. King Halo is fantastic. Oh, I needed to upgrade my Tazna card, actually. So I do have MLB Tazna, but I only have her at level 30. I could get her to level 50. March, she's great, but not in the game yet. Who is? There's always the chance Ogre Viola gets pushed forward since it's only 2 weeks after Christmas. True. They could potentially rearrange banners if they want it to like hit the holiday. I figure they'll probably keep to the schedule, but they definitely could change it. Extremely Meta is a good horse name. That would be really funny if they actually named a horse that. I still wonder, in the new scenario, support cards are supposed to be your teammates that will race with you, but Kita-san isn't in the game yet. Is she going to run? They have 3D models the moment we get the support cards. That's true. They do have the models because they show up for the conversations and stuff. I don't actually know how that will work. You have to buy them? Man, Uma has you hooked. You don't have to buy them. I mean, it's just gacha. You could get lucky and get them all for free. You could spend money until you get them. Or you could go somewhere in between. I usually go somewhere in between. I'm willing to throw some money at the game, but I won't, like, go crazy. There's other things that I want. Like, I'm trying to save money for stuff. I got TCG stuff that I want to get, like Pokemon cards, the Hololive cards. Hololive cards are on an accelerated schedule, too. Skipping everything until Kita-san rerun, then save for Valentine Bourbon, then after that I don't know what to do. Follow your heart. Find your Oshi Uma and save for her. Or who knows. Ainz runs in some races and she's just a support card at the moment. I believe so, yes. I'm pretty sure I've seen her in some of the races. Is Orfevre? I don't know how to pronounce Orfevre. Orfave? She is on the list. I can scroll down. I haven't updated it with the most recent few banners. But if I scroll down... So we should get... Hey, Marvelous Sunday fans. Happy Marvelous Sunday. It's today. We should get Marvelous Sunday, April 2027. Hey, NTR in June of 2027. Cheval Grand and Satono Crown. I really want both of them. August and September. There's my formulas. August and September of 2027. Where is Orphe? Gentle Donna in February of 2028. That's a hell of a wait for another horse I really want. There's Orphe. July of 2028. So we got quite the wait. But she's another one I definitely would roll for. Oh, I have a typo here. The Twinkle Legends. That should be the Twinkle Legends. Chronogenesis I like. Gold City Deserted Island alt, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Satono Crown and Cheval Grand Summer alts, I need them. I don't want to have to roll for alts, but boy are these nice. November 2028. Espoir City I definitely want to. December 2028. So that was September 8th. So yeah, I haven't updated with the ones who have come since Espoir City, so I'm about 2 months behind. I need to keep updating that. But yeah, that's my Uma spreadsheet, where I can try and help myself plan out future banners that I would want to roll for. Needless to say, there are quite a bit. Also missing Believe. Was she right after Espoir City? Sensu Flame's the most recent? I believe she is, yeah. I saw they teased, I think, like Forever Young or something. Really cute seeing the JP Uma clips where Stay Gold runs with you. Yeah. That it is. Alright. Scenario link. Okay, so I've done one run for Gold City. It was okay. Do I do another Gold City? Do I try Flash again? If I do Flash, I don't get the On Your Left innate. I still feel like I love Taishin, but not having access to her main acceleration skill, I feel like really limits her potential. I don't want to have to run the disgusting Rudolph debuffer that I have, but if I can't get a good ace today or tomorrow at reset, I'm just gonna have to throw my debuffer Rudolph in there. Forever Young, or as I like to call him, Cybergames' CEO. Cygames CEO's Uma OC. Yeah, he does own Forever Young. Who are the two you're planning on using? Brian and Oguri Cap. Both of them turned out pretty well.
Taishin Flash です。共に誇りある勝利へ。
I mean, it's really nice that Flash gets go with the flow, late surger savvy, medium corners, haste. Like, those are all great skills to have innate. Run an Ender up front. Yeah, it's like, I would love to run Taishin just because she's one of my favorites. But she and any other end closer doesn't get their best acceleration skill, which is going to make it harder to burst to the front, I think. Front is a good call, but I just hate doing front careers because of the whole groundworks gamble. I get groundworks basically never, I feel. When I would do front runner runs for the Mile Cup that we had before this, I felt like it was maybe 1 in 10 careers I would get groundworks. And I was like, oh my god, I hate it. I hate it with all my heart. Honestly, I feel like the other running styles are more fun too. Like, they're a little more gambly, but I think it's so fun. Seeing the Umas burst from the end all the way to the front. Well, Chip is still considered one of the best Umas for Leo without straightaway spurt. She is considered one of the top tier ones, yeah. Which I get annoyed about too, because, like, gold chip is funny, but I hate going into a CM room and seeing 2 gold chips. I'm just like, god damn it. Like, here we go. End of the race. Gold chip just gonna burst the front, ruin everything. Like, she's good, but oh my god, it makes me mad. Surely Taishin works similar. Yeah, I think Taishin is considered like B or C tier or something for this. I don't think she's as high as gold chip, but she still works. Yeah. I just haven't managed to get a Taishin that has good enough acceleration. Last time I got blessed with groundwork from a parent was me memeing with frontrunner Alt McQueen. Frontrunner Alt McQueen was actually my ace, one of my aces for the 2 cups ago, the long one. She was actually my best performer. I think she won like 25 to 30% of the races. I might have her just further down here. Nope, not that one. Where is she? Did I not favorite her for some reason? I hope I didn't accidentally get rid of her when I was... I'm almost positive that I had favorited. This was a not bad one I made, but this had angling, which I don't... This came after that cup. I think it came after that cup. Maybe not, because I think I did have Trick. Long straightaways. This might have been the McQueen that I ran for that cup, which was one of my aces. When did Sky come out? So this is the November Cup that we're about to have. The October Cup was Miles, so the September Cup would have been the long one. September, yeah, so this was my frontrunner Ace McQueen. I guess. But I don't know. No, I don't think it was, because I feel like then the groundwork stuff would have been a thing. So that couldn't have been it. Where the hell was it? Maybe it was this one? I thought I had max speed on it. I don't know. Either way, the point is I had a frontrunner McQueen as one of my aces for that cup, and she did really good. Somehow it worked, and I actually got to use her skill consistently and probably die in the process. Yeah, her ult. When did groundwork start being a thing? I believe after Sky came out. Because the whole strategy was accelerate to the front as fast as you can at the very start, and then hold that until the final corner. Or the final straight, whatever it is. Groundwork grind for Summer Maru is awful. One I'm running doesn't have medium essence. I couldn't keep doing those runs. It's so painful. It's so painful. Medium turf medium. Okay, so this one I will eventually start holding a grudge against Sky and her impact. That'll break Cashew's heart, but I totally understand. Angling is just one hell of a nightmare to have to deal with. And this one is end medium long, which I don't really like. End long long. Like, if I want double circle affinity, I have to accept this, which isn't really great. If I'm okay with single circle... medium long... Turf medium medium. I swear double circle's a fraud. It can certainly feel like it. Late medium long. This one doesn't really have many skills, but it is turf medium medium, so that's not bad. It's a lot of stamina. The problem is, if I run Tazuna, I lose one of my power cards, and I really don't want to lose a power card. Engling's impact was so much that Block Sheen was born. Yeah, Block Sheen. I think I only ran into them in the CM like one or two times, but it was always a pain when I did. How goes today's Umas? Hello, Truffinator. Welcome to the stream. Hope it's going well. It's going. I had a Gold City run that was like okay at best. I'm hoping I can build another ace, but we'll see. How'd the Cashew Cup go for you? That Brian's not good. Why did I pick that Brian? Turf medium medium. Alright, so we get a crazy ton of stamina. Or we could go for this Brian. Still get a lot of stamina. But it has more skills and some power. So we'll go with that one. We'll see. I'm in the giving up on CM stage of my training. Oh no. I mean, I totally understand because it's just mind-numbing sometimes, but And took up CM where your Suzuka started out well, but somehow started dying a lot later on when Taishin was being the GOAT. Yeah, exactly. That one. Like, my Suzuka was really, really good for the first, like, in round A, she was really good. In round B, or round 1, she was good. In round 2, she got slaughtered. To the point that I just switched her out entirely. But Taishin, yeah, she won like a third of the races. I think she ended with like a 33 or 34% win rate. I don't think she has any skills that I would want. Specialty priority 20. 20. Is that 5% effectiveness? No effectiveness because I have it not limit broken. Oops. Now, Hishiyama, stamina bonus is nice. Priority is nice, but she doesn't get any effectiveness bonus, which is kind of killer. But she does have end closer skills. End closer savvy is nice. End closer straight away is nice. I think she gives you like masterful gambit or something. Yeah. I think that skill gets buffed later on, if I remember correctly. So this one is my best training effectiveness. It just doesn't have a priority thing. You know what? We'll just run with it. We'll run with one of these. And you know what? I could try Tazno for the first time. I just really worry about my power. Like, if I don't have at least 1,000 power on a Taishin, I feel like it's not worth bringing. L health high is nice. Energy cost reduction is nice. Failure protection is nice. Obviously, all of these are nice. I did actually get a second copy of the Nature Wit card, too. I don't think I mentioned it to, like, Cashew or anyone else who I usually update on my Uma stuff. I got one copy off of a ticket, and then I ended up getting a second copy also off of a ticket. So I got 2 of the Nature, which is nice. I don't know what card to bring here. Bonus, specialty priority 50. You know what? I'm just gonna bring the Hishiyama. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Do you have an Oshi? A VTuber Oshi? I do have Oshis. Indeed. Test on non-friend runs and see how you like it first. Yeah, that probably makes more sense, since the friend runs are so limited. Ooh, nice speed right off the bat. Corner recovery hint, thank you. Okay, 3 in wit. My number 1, like the Kami Oshi, your overall favorite Oshi, is Sakura Miko from Hololive JP. 4 in power. But my other Oshis, because you can have more than one Oshi, I would say Mint is up there. And Nimi Nightmare is up there. Iris from Hololive EN is up there. Fauna was one of my Oshis, but she has graduated. Two in speed, 2 in power. I'd like to get a a mood up event, if they would be so kind. I mean, I can always do it myself. I usually do at the start, but if I see something with 3 people in it, or a desirable stat with 2 people, I'm probably going to pick that before the mood up. Does Cashew know? Cashew does know that I'm also a Mint fan. Gold Chip could technically be someone's Oshi. She could. She could. There are Gold Chip streams out there. Tasuna gives mood up on regular trainings. Oh shit, does she? I legitimately don't think I've ever actually used a Tasuna card. Ooh, 3 in speed, including a Brian on it? Yes, please. Howdy days. That's not... I would have preferred firm right there, but you know what? Practice perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna hope that I don't... that I can still win this. Oblivion is your Oshi, Armando? Not bad, not bad. Tasuna gives a mood up on regular training. Oh, I read that one. Does Mint do Uma? I actually don't know. I don't think I've seen her do Uma. I think the first one's guaranteed, and then she can do it randomly afterwards. That's still wicked nice. Especially for people like Taishin in Gold City who have a ton of mood downs. Okay, Breath of Fresh Air procced. That's good. We still need Maestro to proc. Asuna sometimes is a necessary sacrifice if your Uma has crippling depression like Rice. True. Rice does have a problem with that. Asuna definitely will help there. Well rested? Perfect. God, I love well rested. 2 in stamina, okay. Okay, wit definitely. They need the help. I need those friendships up. Vodka and Brian, you are lacking right now. Okay, Brian and Speed. Oh, there's a few decks for Unity that uses Tasuna and Rico. Gonna try that out for sure. I've seen that as well, yeah. So I'm very happy that I have the MLB Tasuna because of that. I'm sure it's gonna be useful. Double pal decks. Oh, there we go. Ooh, 3 in guts. 20. Damn it. There's another mood down. Those 20% would have been a great friendship training. Come on. I mean, I'm glad to be in great, but I really need a little energy there. Never mind. We got the energy. Thank you, Uma Gods. MLB Tasuna from the Creek Summon. Started Creek Spanner with 3 copies of Tasuna from SSR ticket. Damn! 3 just from the tickets? That's funny though. We both had the same experience. Getting MLB Tasuna when trying to go for Creek. Wit. I'm gonna hope we're okay. We are not okay. As long as I don't have to run an extra race to get into the Satsuki show, I don't really care. If I have to waste a turn on a race, that's kind of killer for the start. I do have to waste a turn on another race. That is a pain in the ass. Oh, Taishin. The hopeless stakes. That definitely was a bummer right there. I've definitely lost runs on hopeless stakes before. Where I need it for fans or something, and I just assume I can win it, and then I lose it, and the run ends. Just because RNG, Uma decides to die in the middle of the race or something. Spring Terror Show. Terror Show, that's a good one. Are you serious, Taishin? How have you already failed 2 trainings by classic year February that were both under 15%? Oh wait, no, the first one was like 20%. A 20 and a 13%. You gotta be shitting me right now. She gets a mood up in like a turn or two, but come on. I'm wasting so many turns. This is why Tazuna is, I'm sure, extremely helpful for her. My speed is looking great for this point, though. So if I can get medium S, this could still be a fantastic run. But there's definitely been some wasted turns here. Brian desperately needs friendship. She takes forever. I don't know if getting her at MLB gives you initial friendship. I haven't actually checked, but oh my god. Alright, good stamina. Another corner recovery hint. Shadow Break's a little cheaper, so corner recovery should be ridiculously cheap right now. Yeah. Pushes my Tazuna agenda further. She would have saved that. She would have. I'm definitely going to have to attempt to run with Tazuna. The only thing with Tazuna is that I don't know the proper way to use her. Like, when to do recreation, I guess. Because I know certain recreations are, like, certain effects. Like, I don't know, first, second, third. Like I said, I know the third is like a mood up and a status cure or something. Brian doesn't get friendship gauge? Damn. That's like the one thing from holding her back from being like an absolute top tier card, I think. What the hell are you doing, Taishin? Oh, 2 and 4 are the debuffs. Okay. Not the third. How did Taishin not win that with the stats that she has? I shouldn't need skills yet. Taishin, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're totally fine. You don't need them. Otherwise, it's just a replacement for rest. Gotcha. If she's blocked, she's blocked. This is true. That's also the Taishin experience. Alright, I think all my cards can rainbow except for Brian at this point. Can you not get blocked this time, please, Taishin? Please, I beg you. I beg. Thank you. Thank you. We gotta be in a really good place before the big mood down event. Actually, didn't I get practice perfect and I still failed those 2 trainings, now that I think about it? Practice perfect is, like, nothing. Doesn't even help. Oh, that's what I fucking get, huh? Practice perfect doesn't even help. Yeah? That's what you... Okay, well, we're just gonna fail it again. Uh-huh. With 4% that time. Sure. Fuck me. That's me and my big mouth. Unbelievable. like, the run has gone, stat-wise, the run is going well enough that I feel like it's still worth continuing, but I can't believe it. I don't want to rest with that. I just need the good mood. There's no rainbow. Oh, no rainbow again. You're killing me. Brian, why do you take freaking forever? I've trained so many Brians. You should just have a special Leo buff because of how many freaking Brian careers I've done. It's only a 2% reduction. Yeah, basically nothing. Leo Jinx lays at its peak. It certainly feels like that. That's a good mood up event that we didn't need at that point, but hey, it is what it is. Brian can finally rainbow. Next turn is the big debuff, so I want my energy up. I can't believe that. That's actually the worst thing that's ever happened to me in a career. Maybe Taishin's not the answer. I love Taishin, but unbelievable. If Brian had a good friendship gauge, it probably couldn't be free to play. You know, that's a good point. Since it's a free to play one, it has to have some kind of drawback. Or else they would be like, nope, this is a top tier gacha card that we're going to make people roll for. And I guess that's Brian's. I would say there's two drawbacks, actually. The first is that it doesn't have a friendship gauge. And the second is that it's almost like she has too many skills. Like, you get the skill hint frequency up and you get the skill hint level up, but there's so many skills that you could get hints for that, like, you might just want right-handed, medium corner, medium straight, like most of us do for this cup. But what do I actually get? Inside scoop, like calm in a crowd, and long straight or something, which is like, okay, those are the ones I don't want, but I get them more often. And yes, also to your point, Satsu, Shatterproof, I don't understand why it's good or why it would be useful. Because if you're a pace chaser and you're in the second half of the pack, unless it's a situation where like more than half of the race or more than half the runners are front, I just don't see how that's ever even going to trigger. I guess if you start falling behind, it would help you catch back up. I would never buy that skill though. I heard a bunch of negative effects and oh wow, okay, yep, and a Night Owl too. A bunch of negative effects and tap back in to see you not being tracked, so I guess it was really bad. It was, I said something like, okay, next turn is the big negative turn, so I'm going to rest now so I have energy ahead of it. And I rested and I got Night Owl and a mood down. And then the big negative thing is 3 mood downs, so I went down to awful instead of bad, and now I have Night Owl and practice poor. So it was just like 2 consecutive turns of bullshit. The rest turn of death. Yeah, exactly. And now it's going to take like 9 years to recover from all of that. Which is where Taishin would be great. I mean, Tasuna would have been wicked helpful. Like, I'm going to have to spend the next 3 turns still recovering from this. Can I get a shrine or something? Okay. Can you not trip? There we go. I thought you brought Tasuna for that. I didn't. I was debating between Tasuna and Hishiyama, and I ended up doing Hishiyama. Evidently, that was a mistake. It would have procs for my Brian if the live race with the live start actually... Oh, that's true. It could help you with a late start. I didn't think about that. But yeah, the reason I wasn't being tracked is because I leaned super far back in my chair, and I was just like covering my face. was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Alright, we've recovered from it. We got our conditions back. We still have pretty good stats for this point. We're gonna get a mood up at the Nikkei show. So we're back in a good place. We're not gonna get Nemesis to level 5 because the director friendship is too low, but we could still salvage. If we get a medium S, we can still salvage this. My power is actually a lot lower than I would like. Sleep deprived suck. If I got Night Owl right there, I probably would have just ended the stream. I mean, not ended the stream, ended the career. But bless the shrine. When it actually heals it, yeah. But boy, have I had a lot of times where they trip on a leaf or something and decide, you know what, we're actually not going to heal it. Ended the stream is intense. No, not that was an intrusive thought. That wasn't true. I do really like when VTubers occasionally do that though, where it's like stream ends when I lose a game, like they do that for League of Legends or something. I think it's really funny where they end up losing the first game, and then you see they had a 25-minute stream or something, and you're like, what the hell? That's about the only time I like it, though. I think Miko, actually, she did something like that in Mario Kart. It was like, stream ends when I come in last, or something like that, and she got killed in the first or second race. Stream ends when I get medium S. Yeah, that too. Hey, Turf. Well, we got Turf S. Not medium S, but it's something. My power was lacking. Loved when Fauna was so embarrassed she self-scored in soccer. She was like, oh no, I have to end the stream. That's a pretty iconic moment. That was a good one. We got Redshift too, actually. If I could get 1200 speed and then power to a high level and also have Redshift and Turf S, I think I could make do with this Uma. The power is woefully low for this point for what I would like, but Turf S, Iron, and Redshift, I mean, if I could get like 900 plus power, I think I could live with that. But another 300 power is, I mean, we'll get 50 from URA, but like, I need a lot of speed trainings here to bump up power. We do get a lot of turns, though. Taishin! What are you doing? Where are the rainbows? Right-handed? Don't mind if I do. Could I have a good summer, please? Can I get a really good speed training right here? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take it. We're like 900 speed. Taishin! Stop! Stop! How many bad events? This is like one of my records for most bad events ever in a Taishin career. This is just gonna haunt me as another, like, what could have been type of run. Wow, speed and power, stamina and power were the exact same number there. That's really, really rare. I just hate getting a mood down going into the last few turns because you can't justify healing the mood at that point. Like, you need to get as many stats as you can at this point. So you can't heal it, and that's just, like, what, 10% less stats now? Because they had to get a bad mood right there. Oh my god, why is it always the end of the careers that they decide they're not gonna have any more rainbows? It's always the end. Why is Nemesis only level 3? Usually I can get it to 5. I know I missed the second level up. Did I miss the first one too? Oh, you know what? I did. I only had like 50k something fans. That's for the 5th saves you mood up and energy. So are the 1st, 3rd, and 5th all mood up and energy? And then the 2nd is status cure? Or is like oh my god, no speed again. Is every Tazuna a mood up and it's just some of them also have the status cure? 1, 3, 4, and 5 are mood up? Okay, just not 4. And energy. So 2 and 4 is a heal. 1, 3, 4, and 5 are mood up and energy. So 4 is the best one then, because that's mood up, energy, and heal status condition. So ideally, that's the one that you would have prepped and ready to go for Taishin. But then you only have 1 for the rest of the career. Alright, well this unfortunately is another completely dead in the water Taishin run, as most of them have been. It's one of those that I look at and I say, you know, if I didn't have 18 negative events happen, this probably could have been a god. But unfortunately, Taishin had a temper tantrum. I suppose, you know, I didn't give her enough alone time, because that's what she loves, and this is what I get for it. Oh, a firm condition hint at the very end. That would have paired really well with my 2 acceleration ults and my Turf S. What can you do? Such is UmaMusume. We want right-handed, we want firm. We also had non-standard, which I think the cup is. We'll just pack her with skills and see if we can get something nice. Maybe she can be a good end closer parent. It's time to have Tazuna calm Taishin down. Yeah. It feels like it. Ba-bum. B+. What the hell is this? I buy all those skills and this is the sparks you give me? Absolute garbage. Standing by. Just gotta throw that Taishin away before I forget. Angie Taishin. got a 3-star power and a 1-star on both parents.
ちょっと見に行ってみませんこと？
3-star power with a 1-star. Oh. I mean, at least as a 3-star power, like, she wouldn't be a good parent necessarily, but she would be a good grandparent. Especially if she has like a good red spark too. Or pink, whatever it is. Okay. So here's the thing then. If I run Taishin, and I want to use Tazuna, then I'm only going to have 3 speed, 1 stamina, 1 power. I don't know that my power can, like, recover from that low of a deficit. Or I guess, okay, I guess there's 2 options. You could do 3 speed, 2 stamina, 1 Tazuna. And it would basically be dropping the vodka power that I borrow. Because the main reason I borrow that is for Breath of Fresh Air. If I go for a 2nd stamina, and I get stamina high enough, I could be okay with just my Astro. Because I really, like, you can't go below 3 speed. You can never go below 3 speed. In my opinion. So it would either be 3-1-1 or 3-2-0 for speed, stamina, power. Or I guess you could go 4 speed, 1 stamina, 1 Tazuna. And then you should definitely be able to hit max speed. You should get a lot of power as a byproduct of the speed training. But your stamina could screw you. Yeah, no, that won't work. Usually do 3 speed, 2 stam Taz. So, do I have a friend who has MLB Brian? I do. So if I have a friend with MLB Brian, then I could put Tazuna here. And I could put the Mayano card. Where's Mayano? So I could run with that. MLB Kita and Creek? Indeed. I went a little crazy on those banners. Kita-san especially. The Creek one I started getting very indignant during. Was cooked. Was going to get Chinese food. How's the luck been today? Not so good, Noel. The Gold City run was very mid. Or meh. The Taishin run we just had was meh. Still usable. It's Oguri with 4 late and 2 pace sparks, so it's used. Oh yeah, definitely. But also, welcome to the stream. I unfortunately I can't read Japanese, so I'm not sure what your username is. So I just see the @ and then the Japanese characters. But welcome. Hope it's going well. Okay, we'll see what we can do with Taishin for this. Do I have a different speed card I would use here? I mean, I could... So, the King Halo... Where even is King Halo? Oh, there it is. So King Halo has Firm and Corner Recovery as 2 things that I would like to get. Outer Post Proficiency is nice as like a gambling one, but it's not necessary. Firm and Corner are nice, right? Or I could use the Sweep card. The only thing here I would really be interested in, though, is Slipstream. So I feel like the King Halo is probably better. Should borrow Beako Pegasus instead. Brian's skills aren't worth the loss in stats. Beako Pegasus. Is that an SSR speed? Actually, I don't think I know the skills for that off the top of my head. Biko, Pegasus, SSR. Alright, so that's a speed. Training effectiveness 10. 20 friendship. Specialty priority. Speed bonus. It does have initial friendship gauge. That's nice. Has outer post. So how do these bonuses compare? This is 30 friendship. Biko is 20. This is a speed bonus. So that is shared between Biko and Brian. 5% effectiveness. Biko's 10. This is race 5. Biko's 5. Fan is 10 here. Fan is 15 on Biko. Hint levels, hint frequency. So I don't really care about those on Biko card because I wouldn't use those skills. Specialty priority is a little higher on Brian than Biko. So friendship bonus and specialty priority are higher here. Fan bonus. Fan bonus, initial speed, and training effectiveness are all better on Biko. So that's nice. The initial speed is definitely nice. The effectiveness is huge. You won't want any of her skills, but she's the only 20% training effectiveness card in... Oh, 20%! Jeez. I was just looking at the base stats. That's the problem. Okay, let me compare again now that I bumped it up to the max. So friendship bonus 25, so it's a little bit lower. Training effectiveness... yeah, 20%. Holy crap. Specialty priority is actually 55, it looks like. Not... Wow, yeah. Okay, that Biko card looks a lot better. That's a good recommendation. I gotta go on UmaDB and find somebody who has it. So I do lose the chance at right-handed, but the potential speed gain there is huge. All right, let's back out for a second. All right, first person I see who has both. All right, this guy. Boom. Oh, wait, I have to unfollow somebody. No, that's a creek. Sometimes I use that. Tachyon. What's this Marzensky? Medium, medium, medium. Nope, I like that. This is probably for a card. Front mile, mile. That's an insane amount of skills on the freaking... I guess I followed for that. It's a 2-star... I probably wouldn't use this one. It has a groundwork thing. But... Okay. Is this person followable? Nope. Okay. So much for the max dream. Okay, this person. Why didn't it copy? Nope, that one's full. Back. This person. Did I just paste the same person 3 times in a row? Am I stupid? What the heck? does anybody who has max Biko Pegasus freaking get max follows? Okay, there we go. That was like 4 in a row. That was crazy. Sweep also gives charming for an event if you get lucky early. That's true. Sweep does give that, which is nice. I think it's an Umineko reference. Oh. If you want to get health high and an extra mood up and energy by end of junior year to get Tasno friendship to 4 before junior year ends. Okay. That is also good to know. So I want the Brian that had... Oh, sorry, not Brian. The Ryan. Those are all long. Medium, turf, medium. So this one. So this Brian has the potential for right-handed as a skill hint. Marzensky's in there. So I'll take that. I will take... Oop, no. I was going for the not double circle because that's harder, so I think it was this Brian. Or Ryan. I keep saying Brian. Yeah. And then this one is turf, medium, medium. Yep. Okay, so we have medium and turf sparks. Potential for Marzensky. We'll look for that Beako Pegasus I just picked up. Trickle is a fun way of getting friends off your friend. Oh, man. Is it something kind of like fourth wall breaking? What is it? There's the Beako Pegasus. So I could put Sweep in instead of Hail. So I'm basically choosing between the chance at Charming and Slipstream versus the chance at Firm and Corner. So this is 5 effectiveness and 60 priority. Sweep is 5 effectiveness and 50 priority. Says, are you no longer friends? And the options are, yeah, we fell out, or we're still friends. That's funny. You know what? Maverick might not be horrible either. Maverick and Lucky 7 both might not be bad. I can't do Lone Wolf because my Oguri has Lone Wolf, so I can't pick up that skill. I'm gonna stick with the King Halo for now. Maverick choice is a mood down. I am never intentionally mood downing myself, especially with somebody like Taishin, who already has an absurd amount of mood downs. Okay, so Tazuna 1, 3, 4, 5 was mood up and energy recover. And 4 and 2 are the cures. And 4 is where you want to be at the end. Okay. But it's 5 hints of Maverick. They're paying you to be the gambler. You know, that's true. 3 in power. Mood up. Thank you, Tazuna. So is there anything really I should know other than, like, for Tazuna, like, outside of what those 5 things that she has do? 3 in speed. Frustrated Bucks. Thank you for the speed, Halo. 2 in speed. 2 in guts. I think the guts because they're a little lower on average. This is a mood up event. Very nice. 3 in speed. You have to start dating her before the first New Year's, so she gives you tailed hella high. Okay. This is some wit. Okay. Outer post proficiency. Okay. A little bit of gambling right there, but that's fine. I have that on Brian, too. First time you train with her, she gives you a free mood up. That was very nice. I do appreciate that. Training with Carrot Ranger. Taishin is as small as Beako? It seems like it. Taishin is definitely small. Coming to our event race. Oh boy. She's the special guest this year? Winner gets to perform on stage. Good luck, Biko. Should just be to get friendship high enough to proc the dating. I don't think you actually have to start dating. So this is why all of the Umas are jealous of Hazuna, huh? I'm gonna wear a mask and pretend I'm Carrot Ranger. Can't beat her without rehearsing. Bad guys should eat this cake and get along. There's decent energy cost reduction, so you can get greedy if you see her someplace. Seeking the pearl is here. Okay. That voice. Oh, okay. You're gonna be Carrot Ranger. The world-renowned Carrot Ranger. Okay. Nutritious, virtuous, carotene charge. Tazuna and Kiryu dating comics are fun. I don't know if I've seen those. I know I've seen some Kiryu stuff, but I don't know if I've seen one with him with Tazuna. You're a hero. Of course I'd cheer for you. Looking forward to performing with you. Let me see you run like the wind. Carrot Ranger's gonna watch me race me. Oh my gosh. Fortunately not. You need to unlock her dating event so you don't get it. I've had times she doesn't date me. Damn. Maybe Tazuna gives like plus 10% training success chance. Ooh. I copy. Oh my god. I never get tired of hearing that. They're cheering for me. Get it together. You want them to see you like this? If I were Carrot Ranger, if I were a hero. And see by the way you run, you have a heart of justice. I really know I'm gonna win my race. Gonna go far, Pegasus girl. All right, that was an interesting event. 5 speed, cool. I like speed. Top option. Almost have that one voice line you love to hear. That is true. Power's more important, so I guess I'll take that. It's 2 people in each. So sad when I realized the game we're playing tonight doesn't have a Maya mod. Oh yeah, I didn't actually look at any mods. Speaking of which, since Cashew just mentioned it, we are planning on getting the boys back together tonight. But this time it's a new game because Helldivers is not in a good situation right now for overall performance and stuff. So I believe Zero Cashew and I, it's Warhammer Darktide was the game. It's like Left 4 Dead, but Warhammer kinda. I did the tutorial yesterday. That's all I've played of it. I don't, as of right now, I'm not planning on streaming my POV. That could change. But I believe Zero and Cashew are streaming. Gonna have to just play my voice clips occasionally throughout the stream. Yeah, just set it up to be like a trigger on your stream deck or something. Assuming you have a stream deck. I don't know. I have one, but I barely use it. King Halo has her yeah, her oh ho ho laugh is great. Alright, what do we got here? Boon stamina. Alright, they are in desperate need of some friendship. Creek and Maya, what's going on? My stamina cards. Winning ticket has her cry. That is pretty iconic. Guys, what is this friendship? To add an eye copy to it. It's such a good damn line. Tazuna and Creek. Thanks, Tazuna. I don't know what the choices do. Tazuna, SSR, Game Tora. Enthusiastic pair. Energy and wit and mood for the top one. Can start dating. Okay, so you definitely have to pick that one. Yes, yes. Now I have a girlfriend. Oh my goodness. No, heal.
だから
Just rest. Definitely speed. What will Taishin think? I don't know. I didn't think about it.
もう10
I saw a really cute comic earlier today too of like Taishin's married life or something. Oh, it was so I'll have to find it later and send it. It was super cute.
今日も私
Wow, this is not good options. I guess I'll just use stamina
こ
to
れね
bump her up. I could have done wit, I guess, but Yukitaru has so many. There's a whole video with her noises.
分かった 疲れてない
Top one's a little energy.
ま
Speed.
あはいはい
Strength. My power's lacking.
客全員の時
Well, this is
女性は
definitely the most I've had stat and skill point wise at the end of
この末足で
junior
絶
year.
対一着取ってやる
Asuna also gives you 4 speed every time you train with her. Ooh. How little that narrows it down. There's a whole lot of Life Taishin comics. The artists have great taste. What can I say? I was actually going to commission a Taishin art.
今どんなでかいやつにも負ける気しない
I wanted to commission. Oh, I was telling Cashew about this. At one point, I had the idea of commissioning an art for like every cup of what my team was.
客全員の時も
But then I was like, that's going to be, there's a cup every month. Like, that's going to be too much.
つけてやる
So then I was like, well, maybe I'll only commission it if we win. Like, if it's a winning team, then I can commission an art of the team to like commemorate the win. And my only win so far was the Taishin, Anime McQueen, and Brian one for the long cup, like 2 cups ago. And Taishin was the winner. Is Taishin in your Uma list? Is she top 3? She is. She's number 2, right behind McQueen. It's probably... I think it would be McQueen, Taishin, Nature are my top 3, which, you know, feels kind of bad having Nature as my 3rd favorite. But, yeah, I would say they're my top 3.
実力思い知ったか
I'm curious how my Uma list would shake up now. Oh, yeah, so many Uma have come out since the last time we did one of them. I was thinking about doing an updated one myself. Maybe I will if we have time at the end of the stream. Depending how long this career takes, I might have time to bang out a list. Ooh! Thank you, Tazuna. Hail Hell Tie already. That's a nice guts. That'll get them both to Rainbow. Ah, there's the mood down. How could you? Well, unfortunately, I'm not healing this turn because that's a great speed training. I don't think the Creek line has started. Creek, if you want to make an appearance, that would be great.
余計な遠慮はしないでよ
I guess I have borrowed a Tazuna card at some point because these are getting skipped, which means I've definitely read through them at some point.
張り切っていこう
I like to imagine you had so much fun on your dates it spread to your Uma. Yeah, you know what? That could be it. Okay, there's the Creek thing. Complain strat.
もう準備でさあ達也の時間をあげるわ
Okay, Creek.
とっとと
42. 31. You know, that's good speed, but I gotta take the stamina there. Gets Creek to Rainbow, and stamina's lower. Come on, give me a good inspiration, Taishin. Let me see medium S. And turf S and redshift if I can be greedy. Medium S and redshift! Oh, oh. I've got to say, these stats are fucking crazy for just getting to Satsuki Show. That's the Tazuna buff. Man. So we got waiting in the wings. We have Iron, Redshift, Outer Post if we want to gamble. Curvature's there. I do have Sleeping Lion, so I can still pick this up as a heal. I would like to see Maestro. She does have Enclosure straight away as a native skill. Tail Held High would be nice to get if I can get a big variety of things. Ooh, fine. Once you go Tazuna, you don't go Baxina. Once you go Tazuna, you don't go Baxina. That's a good one. I don't really have discounts on most of the things right now, though. So I guess I'm just going to raw dog it. Link the sword you did last time if you end up having time. Oh, yeah, the sorter is super handy. Forgot what happens on Creek support card event? I do too. I've like gone through it so many times that it just like blanks in my head of what actually happens. Until Rico at least, yeah. Oh, medium straight away hint. That's cheaper than Enclosure straight away. I just went like monkey mode there for a second. Almost never do more than one run in a row without Tazuna. It does seem like a damn good card. Come on, give me like firm conditions or something. Corner recovery hint. Oh, oh, oh. All right, let's get medium straight, which was on discount. 4 hints for corner recovery. I love to see it. I'll try and hold out on the alts until the next inspiration in case we can get a discount. I just need Acupuncturist to show up in your prime. Unfortunately, I just bought it. I don't trust Acupuncturist. Although I guess when you have Tazuna, it's fine. Because if she screws up, you can just Tazuna out of it. Hope to get some in the free 100 pulls. Me too. If I could get at least 2 copies in the free 100, that would be great. But I assume, does anybody know for that half anniversary that has the free 100 pulls, is it like 10 pulls a day for 10 days or something like that? Maestro! Oh. 10 pull for each day of the Rico Rice Banner. Okay, 10 pulls a day. Ooh, nice stamina. Ooh. And we'll rest. If you miss a day, you miss on 10 pulls. Well, we will not be missing a day. That's for sure. Gonna be 10 a day and you can't bank them? I don't think I've missed an Uma login since I started playing, so I'm hoping that's fine. And I guess people can just decide at the end of the banner then, like, do I need to go crazy? This is a good one. All right, we've been banking the Tazuna for this.
一応やってみるけどあんま
Yay! It wasn't a mood up, but that's fine. Oh, the Biko thing finished. Send my hot springs luck. Thank you. Remembering how I didn't pull my first Kitasan copy till my 200th? Oh my god. Well, hey, then you immediately got a second because you were at pity at least. Gonna get first place and perform with Carrot Ranger. Gonna be in the races. And I'm gonna win! Someone as tiny as you can't possibly win against big and strong runners. Wow, that would set Taishin off if she was here. It's rude to call an ally of justice tiny. The size of a person doesn't matter. What matters is the strength in their heart. But if you're small, you're weak, and weaklings never win. That's what big kids always... Look, I don't know what you've been told, but what's important is what you want to be. Carrot Ranger always says anything's possible as long as you believe. I'm Biko Pegasus. In today's race, I'm going to prove anything's possible. Can't break through to the front. They were right. My size puts me to... No, the kids are going to cheer for her, and it's going to give her the strength to push to the front. Mm-hmm. Don't give up, Biko Pegasus. I saw that. I love stuff like that. Oh, my God. When it's like a sport event or something like this, or a big fight, and then the crowd cheers for the person. Like in My Hero, I'm not going to spoil the fight, but in Season 3, at the end of the first core, there's a big, big fight. And a ton of people are watching the fight, and they're all like screaming their encouragement to the hero fighting. I was tearing up so hard. It was such a good scene. That stuff always gets me. Running for those who trained together with me, and for those who support me, and for everyone placing their hopes in me. Watch over me, Carrot Ranger, with the strength of everyone's courage. There she goes. With Biko's Pegasus dashing into the first at the very last second. It's predictable and cheesy, but it works well. Exactly. Cinema? Absolutely. Thanks for cheering me on. I think kids always make fun of us because we're small. Seeing you run give us courage. We know what's important is the strength of our hearts. That's the what? Carrot Ranger? I can't believe you've been watching me since this morning. The way you encouraged them was admirable. You're my hero. I want to be a hero and give people courage like you did in episode 112. You were doing great work, new hero. Ah, that was cute. Alright, what are we looking like for skills? I want to still save on the alts. Outer Post is super cheap. But there's other stuff that's more important. Oh, okay, we should definitely just get Maestro before I forget about it. I already bought Medium Straight. I could finish upgrading that. I do want to get Tail Held High, but I need to wait for more skills to go through. Okay, we'll just get Maestro for now. Nice job! First place on Kikika Show, I feel like is not common with Taishin. That's like the one race that you're... Because it's the turn after you get Practice Poor and 3 Mood Downs. So it's really rare that I actually win that race. My stat should be okay to save. That's what I'm thinking. Bop, bop, bop. Alright, these are all meh, so I guess I should probably do a training though, because if Tazuna's thing is mood up and energy, I don't want to waste the energy. So I guess I can just do a training. Where's the director? Director's not here. I'll just do stamina to use some energy. Train her up a little bit. Good wit. This is like free speed or power or something? Yep. Director is low enough that I might not get... let's just do the recreation.
強いやってみるけどあん
Let's just do the recreation.
あんま Taishin の実力
Nice job. First place on Kikika Show. I feel like is not common with Taishin. That's like the one race that you're... Because it's the turn after you get Practice Poor and 3 Mood Downs. So it's really rare that I actually win that race. Okay, so this is the furthest I've gone. Invite Tazuna to go see a movie since I have a discount coupon for the theater. Tazuna's overjoyed.
トレーナー
You know, the movie theater just underwent a large-scale renovation. Sound system got a major improvement. They were handing out coupons to celebrate the grand reopening. Gigantic screen and booming sound are the best parts of going to the movies, don't you think? You really like movies, huh? Come to think of it, we haven't decided on which movie yet. I don't have a preference, so anything is good. All right. Game Tora. Memories of cinema. Energy, stamina, and mood is the top. Stamina, guts, and mood is the bottom. Well, I'll take that.
なるほど
Tazuna and I enjoy a movie together. That was fun. Thanks for inviting me. Been so busy, I haven't been able to go to the movies, so I was happy to step back into the world of cinema. You really do love films. Man, I really got to do more watch-along streams. I got such a massive list of things that I want to watch.
はい
Movies themselves are great, of course, but how should I put this? I love movie theaters. Me too, except how pricey they are. But sitting in a theater with a humongous screen and the nice sound system, and a big bag of popcorn and one of the ices, That being said, I get really annoyed if I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the movie. Freaking Chainsaw Man movie, I saw that a week or two ago. And in the middle of a fight scene, all of a sudden I had to go. So I missed like 7 minutes. Well, 7 minutes is a little over-exaggerated. I missed a handful of minutes. Not that much. But either way, it was like my second time in the theater, so I didn't know where the bathroom was. I had to go find somebody and ask, and then find my theater room again. So I probably missed like 5 minutes. Which isn't a lot. But I was like, I hate paying to go to the movies and then missing any of it. At least at home I can just pause. But the movie was really good. I recommend it. You need to watch UmaMusume. It's on my list. I haven't seen any of the Uma anime yet. Anime based on the game, based on real life. Yeah. Riding the train, walking to the theater, picking out your seat, watching the trailers, waiting for the main feature. Can't get enough of that feeling of anticipation. It's like waiting for the starting gates to open. How do you know what that feels like? What I mean is... Oh, how convenient that it's your stop. Let me take that hat off, Tazuna. You got some Uma ears under there?
それでは
I do think her hat is really cute, though. I like hats and, like, hair decorations and stuff. Her bow is nice. Look up at the digital billboard in front of the station. She made her mark, but then left the racing world forever. Yet her legend has endured through the ages. The Phantom UmaMusume returning soon to a theater near you. Huh. What a strange thing to see right after Tazuna leaves. Where does she hide the tail? That's a great question. Only one way to find out. Don't think movies don't take 6 months to come out online anymore? That is really nice. Especially for anime movies now.
張り切っていこう今日も私は普段通りで行く
Sure, we'll take the stamina. Tazuna's there. Get some speed.
一緒に頑張りましょうね
He does the DBZ move and wears it as a belt. Okay, I'm hoping I can get a mood up from the raffle.
さあ達也の時間をあげるわ
No. I would really like to get my mood up.
達也の時間をあげるわ
Normal's killing me. But Tazuna, like, the next Tazuna one, I think you guys said is another status heal. So I don't want to waste it, so I just have to do normal recreation, which is fine. Okay, we're almost getting the director to friendship level at least, which is good. Uh, 4 is a heal? Alright, I'm just gonna do a normal. No, but Taishin gets a mood up in 2 turns anyway, so there's absolutely no point. I'm just gonna rest.
何でもいい
Okay, this will get the director to friendship. That's good. We do get a mood up after this race.
どんなレースでもやることは
Somebody say Tazuna? Well, we've been talking Tazuna, all right, Esme. Also, hello. 4 is cleanse and heal. Okay. We're still good on stats and stuff, so we'll wait. All right.
見たかってな
25 or 26 to every stat plus 90 something points plus mood up. Woo! Woo, baby. All right. Now, if we could get like Turf S here, that would be absolute insanity, but I don't want to be too greedy.
なんだろうこんな感じ
Oh, wow. Another tail held Taishin. Corner adept hint. That's nice. Level up your thing.
今日の私
How'd you get 26 on every stat? It's just an event in Taishin's career. She, at the end of her classic year, she has an event that drops her 3 mood levels and also gives practice poor. But then it makes up for it with this race, where you get, depending if you heal her condition, ideally you heal it because you get more bonus, then you get like 20 something in every stat, 90 skill points, mood up. So it sucks getting hit with the debuff, but it makes up for it in that event. Double gold inspiration, she's the chosen Uma. I mean, I'm pretty happy so far. If I can get stamina high enough, I can get away without buying a second stamina skill too. Hello Jack, welcome to the stream. Hope it's going well. Alright, Tenno show.
調整は完璧
Alright, so we're done with that, so I can buy Redshift, I can buy Iron. Nice.
実力思い知ったか
Very good win, Taishin. That's what we like to see. I said hello, Jack, right? I think I did. All right. Oh, well, there's the mood down.
入ってな
Let's just rest. It's almost summer, so I can get a mood up from resting there. You've gotten double gold inspo only once.
もう準備
It's
で
definitely rare. We'll wit. My wit's pretty low.
ふーん
Home stretch. Okay. Taishin, are we for real right now?
つかないなんでもいいけど手は抜かないでねはいはい
Okay, that's good. I was hoping for something that would do energy plus mood. Because I will rest at least once in summer generally, and that will give me 1 mood up. We'll go for this. Maybe we get like go with the flow. Eh!
とにかくやる
Stamina.
一緒に頑張りましょう
She get more mood downs than Rice. I wouldn't say more than Rice, but she does get a lot.
張り切っていこうだから張り切っていこ
Firm 4 hint levels. Baby. Well, that wasn't migraine, but
うなんでこんな重いんだ
gold inspo means nothing. Oh, really? I always assumed that gold just meant you get like more stats, I guess, from the numbers and stuff, but I don't actually know. You think I should Tazna here for the mood up and some energy, or yeah, you would Tazna here? Yeah, I still think Rice is the most. Rice, Taishin, and Gold City are for sure the 3 most that I've played, at least. Super Creek, I feel like also gets a pretty good amount, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've done a career with her, though. Woke up not long ago, grind for orbs for the new hero, grinding units, main levels, and main barracks. So far, not too bad. That's good. You just can't catch a break with heroes, though, huh? Just a never-ending onslaught for heroes you want to roll for. I'm searching the school for Tazuna, thinking it might be nice to invite her out when suddenly... We have to handle this post-haste! Personal space, our faces are almost touching. That's not a problem. I hear an uncharacteristically angry yet familiar voice from around the corner. Tazuna? I hurry over to see what's going on. This is a serious situation, Director Akikawa. Taishin Academy Infirmary is an important lifeline for our Umas. But it can't fulfill the role if it isn't fully equipped. Running out of essential equipment is unacceptable. I would agree with that. I agree. But the fact that there was an accident during shipping is out of our control. I've already arranged for a new delivery. But a delivery later is no use to students who need the facilities today. Shunjo! I understand Tazuna's frustration, but you can't really help if there's a a problem in transit. Shipment's been delayed, but we still have ample supplies in reserve. Students will get nervous if they see you acting like this. For their sakes, I suggest you take a walk and cool down. Sounds like a good idea. Tazuna trudges away, and I rush after her. You alright? Did you just witness what happened there? How embarrassing, I lost my composure. I've seen all kinds of racers here at Taishin Academy. Of course, some do amazing in the Twinkle series and then go on to the Dream League trophy, but there's only a few racers. Most aren't so lucky. Many lose the ability to perform either due to injury or accident. That's why you're frantic. Did that happen to her, the horse that people theorize she is? Most of our students love running so much they've dedicated their lives to it. So the despair they feel when they find out they'll never feel the wind in their faces again, it's dreadful. Tazuna falls silent. As we stand there, we can hear students training in the distance. Alright, I'm cooled off now. Wow, that was a quick recovery. Oh. I just tripped. How clumsy of me. She puts on a smile, but her ankle is hurt. Let me take care of it. Despite her protests, I treat her ankle with the medical equipment I always have on me. As expected, your first aid skills are exemplary. I am a trainer, after all. That's true. Feels very reassuring having you around, trainer. I'd even be a little jealous if you're trainee. Oh, baby, are we in? Eh? That was a joke. No, it wasn't. Thank you for taking care of me. If it's all right, I'd like to repay the favor. Let's go out for a meal on me. And so Tazuna and I decide to go to our usual ramen spot. All right, mood up and energy, please. Whoa! That's a lot of energy. I thought it was only going to be like 30 or something. I didn't expect 56. Gap closer. 43. All right. What do we got now? Definitely want firm. That's super cheap. Outer Prost I'll probably get. Corner Adept. That's pretty cheap. I'll probably get that at some point. Go with the flow I definitely want. See, I have a really cheap tail held high, but I don't think I have enough skills that I could potentially activate mid-race. Like, there's corner recovery. I mean, medium straight maybe will be mid-race, maybe not. End closer straight maybe could be mid-race, maybe not. Standing by would be mid-race if I get this, but that's really expensive. Corner Adept maybe could be mid-race. So I have a bunch of maybes. Ain't too bad, since it's a new month, I have more ways to get orbs. New event currently is giving me orbs I need. Feathers, my units are gold. Not too bad. That's good. I hope it all goes well. I hope you're able to get the unit you want. And that it's not too crazy of a grind. Tail looking not so good since you got lower wit. What's the requirement you usually want for that? Like at least 400? Should I Tazuna again? Like, there's only 3 turns left until URA. I am only at good mood and half energy. Like, is this the ideal time to potentially Tazuna one more time? Or should I hold it until the URA? I mean, 22 stamina or 24 speed, that's not bad. Might as well Tazuna again. Alright. Finish her quest line then. Surprise breather. After inviting Tazuna to a day out, I'm waiting for her reply when... Thanks for the invite. I have to decline. My work's been piling up, so I don't think I'll be able to step out of the office today. We should go out some other time. I'll let you know when I'm free. That's a shame. Not wanting to idle around, I decide to see what's going on at the academy. Oh, target sighted. You're just the person I was looking for. You and Tazuna seem to be getting along quite well as of late. I suppose. She always seems to enjoy talking about you. I require your assistance. I've noticed she's been overworking herself. She's undoubtedly passionate, but we can't have her health breaking down. In summary, Tazuna needs a break. Might be better if I show you. Follow me. Without knowing where we're going, I'm whisked off to the hallway outside the director's office. Why are we here? Tazuna's going crazy. You must do so stealthily. Be as quiet as you possibly can. Matchmaker Akikawa. Hey, I won't complain. Following Director Akikawa's instructions, I tiptoe into the room. Once inside, I notice somebody laying down on the sofa. Tazuna napping. She looks exhausted. Undoubtedly, she's been working herself to the bone for the sake of the academy. I look back at the slightly open door to see Akikawa peeking in. She mouths the words, "Leave her duties to me." Understood. Give my own silent nod and place a coat over Tazuna as she sleeps. Must have fallen asleep. Trainer, what are you doing here? Good morning. If only Akikawa spoke Japanese. Good morning. Wait, it's not morning. How long have I been asleep? A couple hours. I've got so much left to do. The director said she would take care of it. But she said you need a break. A break? I suppose I have been pushing myself hard lately. I do feel more refreshed. Even had a pretty nice dream. About what? It's a secret. Oh. Tazuna and I go out and enjoy some time together. Tazuna is cute. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, nice stamina training. I think we can get away with just one heal. Because we'll be at 900 after URA. Speed. Yep, this will let it, so we will definitely max speed. So really at this point, power and wit are what I would be looking for. We'll have to see what we can get with the skill points that are left. Tazuna gives +6 to all stats, end of run. Ooh, damn. He's a stat monster. I think we went undefeated. Apparently, Amelie and Nerissa did a cover for another K-pop demon hunter. Oh, really? I haven't seen that. That's interesting. Well, I haven't seen K-pop demon hunter either, so I guess I wouldn't know the song. But Amelie Nerissa seems like a really good combo. They're both great singers. Mm. 27 to power? Don't mind if I do. Okay, almost time to figure out what skills we could get. One more good power training? 16, 10, 15, 22 to wit. All right, we'll do that.
調整は完璧
So power should just be just over 800 at the end. Stamina will be just over 900. Max speed with medium S. I've got to say, I think this is a damn good Uma. This is an ace Uma tier. I would have loved if power could have been closer to 1,000, but I cannot complain about this whatsoever. This is a phenomenal run, all things considered. I was collabing with Hololive a lot lately when it comes to K-pop Demon Hunter. This is a third song? What were the other two? Or who'd she do collabs with for the others? All right, so we have 542 to work with. Shadow Break, I think, could be good. If Taishin is not in the inner corner, like if she's not stuck on the inside while she's trying to push forward, like if she makes it to the outside and then starts moving forward, Shadow Break could be nice. So I would say that's a good option. I already have Firm at 1. So I guess for 71 points, I could get another 20 power. Outer Post is super cheap. And you have, I think it was like a 44% chance of being in the Outer Post in a given race. So you have almost a 50% chance of getting a speed boost from this, which is nice. Curvature is pretty cheap. So I could go all the way to Curvature or just get Corner Adept. I have 917 stamina, so I think I should be fine with just Maestro. Homestretch Haste at 153. Probably not worth it for that price. If it was cheaper, I would consider it. I could get Double Circle on Medium Straight. Or just under 100. End Closer Straight is 130. Which, I mean, that's two different straight skills. Probably makes sense to just double up on medium rather than get one of each. Lone Wolf, I won't get because I have it on Oguri. I don't want to cancel my own team's Lone Wolf. Does having Shadow Break help her get to the outside? That's a good question. I'm not actually sure. If it did, that would be really nice. Oh man, Guts and Wit were both so close to 400. If I had a higher friendship with the director and the reporter, I could have potentially hit 400 on both. My debuffer has end closer debuffs. Yeah, you're freaking... you're Mino Top Gun. And closers get to dodge all the scary debuffs. But yeah, I'm sure that most debuffs will hit front and pace. If I had to guess, I think the amount of debuffs will kind of go in order. Like front pace, late end, for like how often those are going to get hit. But there are still going to be people out there. Oh wait, no, is it? I think it's Truffinator who has the Mino with the end closer debuffs. Or I guess both of you do. Currently, Amelie did 3 K-pop Demon Hunters, one by herself, one with Narissa, second was with Callie and Bao. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see. If I were to get Shadow Break, Outer Post, Curvature. So I could get Shadow Break, Outer Post, and Curvature. Or I could not get Shadow Break. I could get Double Circle, Medium Straight. And I could get another 20 points in power. All right, so I think those are probably the two best combos. I could either do Shadow Break, Curvature, and Medium Straight. Or I could do... Oh, wait, no, that wasn't what it was. Let me reset. I could get Shadow Break, Outer Post, Medium Straight Double, and I guess Corner Adept I could do. Actually, that would still let me also get Firm. So I could do Shadow Break, Another 20 points in power, outer post, gamble, corner depth, and medium straight double. I could take Shadow Break away and upgrade to curvature. Could do 1 medium and gamble tail since your wit's 390. That is super close to the 400 that you would typically want. I guess the question would be, do I have enough skills to potentially... So I would have Maestro, which could potentially be mid-race. Medium straight could potentially be mid-race. And Tails... I assume Tails Health High requires at least 3 skills mid-race. So if I were to get that, Corner Adept could potentially be mid-race. So I would only have 3 potential mid-races. So for Tails to activate, I would need Medium Straight, Corner Adept, and Corner Recovery, all to activate mid-race. If I had more mid-race skills, I think that would be worth the gamble. But I feel like for 3, it's like everything has to activate perfectly. I think regardless of what I do, I can just buy things one by one, as I decide. At the very least, I will get Corner Recovery. Even if I don't go all the way to curvature, I think having a corner velocity increase will be good, because there is a big corner right before the end. So if I got a velocity there, as she starts accelerating, that's going to be good. And I think this is so cheap that it's worth the gamble. The outer post. So now I'm down to 340. And the things I have to work with is double circle for firm. I probably don't want to double circle on the gamble. Curvature. So we have firm 71, curvature 126. Medium 99. Actually, can I get all 3 of those? Oh, Shadow Break. That's the other. I was like, wait a second. That's everything I was looking at. But Shadow Break would get left out. So I could do these. Or I have 44 left. I could take away medium and firm and do curvature and Shadow Break. I agree, Sazu. That is a really good discount on curvature, so I feel like that's super hard to say no to. So now I have 214. So if I got Shadow Break... Shadow Break, I can't get anything else. So it's either Shadow Break or Firm Double and Medium Straight Double. I'm going to look up Shadow Break on Game Tora. I want to see the exact description of what it actually does. That's the epithet list. I want skills. Shadow Break. Okay. So it says guaranteed activation. Oh, other versions when inherited. So the activation is a wit check. 200 is the base cost, so I'm totally fine there. There's a lot of conditions to actually activate this. It has to be the final corner. All right, according to Game Tora. Let's go back and look at this. Shadow Break. It has to be the final quarter. You can't be in first place, which is totally fine. You have to be... Or sorry, you can't be in first or second. Oh, no, you can be in second. You have to be in second or lower, which is fine as an end closer. Order rate. What is order rate? And change order less than 0? These are conditions that I feel like I've never seen. Can I like screenshot this and show it so that people can like this thing? There's so many conditions on this. All right, hold on. All right, so I have a screenshot. This is a hard choice. It is definitely a hard choice. Image. Shadow break. Pictures, screenshots. All right, so these are all of the conditions that it has. So change order one time. Checks if your position in the race has changed. Positive means being overtaken. Negative means overtaking someone. So it will only activate if you've overtaken at least one other Uma. You have to have taken over more than been taken, which should be fine as an encloser. You really shouldn't be getting taken over as an encloser. So I'm not worried about that. Is behind in is 1. That means the Uma is close. The Uma behind you is closer to the fence than you. That feels weirdly specific. Is the final corner obvious? Order your position in the race. Less than, greater than, or equal to 2 means you are in second or lower. Totally fine for encloser. Order rate. Your current position in the race as a percentage. So let me double check it, because it was different, or the numbers were different for inherited. So the only thing that changes for inherited is the order rate. Instead of, oh no, so that stays the same. Less than or equal to 75. So what that means in a CM is less than or equal to 7. So less than or equal to 7. If greater than or equal to 50 is in the second half of the pack, then less than or equal to 50 would mean you're in the front half. Less than or equal to 75, so I guess that means you're in the first 3/4, which is fine, because in theory this would be happening as you're accelerating and moving towards the front. So you'd have to pass someone on the inside to proc it, right? You have to be on the outside and pass somebody who's on the inside. When you think about it, it's just a standard overtake, pretty much. Just a lot of like specific numbers with the overtake. Really, the biggest thing is, are you on the outside? I guess based on these numbers, more often than not, if you're on the outside and you pass somebody on the final corner, it should activate. So you're gambling an increase in velocity, assuming you're on the outside and pass somebody, versus a flat 20 power and a speed increase. Power, of course, is nice as an encloser because you have to close the biggest gap. And, you know, I would have loved if my power could be closer to 1,000, but, you know, in theory, any power will get me closer. Or any power at all will help me accelerate faster. You have the navigation skills, so you'd be on the outside of the Umas that you're passing most of the time. Oh, actually, so I guess another combo too. I could get Shadow Break. Oh no, I can't get Shadow Break and Firm. I'm 17 points short of that. Damn. But yeah, having Go with the Flow definitely would help me move to the outside, which is prime time for that to activate. I probably don't need medium double circle because I do have max speed plus medium S. This is a really hard choice. Like, realistically, is it going to make that big of a difference? I guess what I could do is put it in UmaDB. Or not UmaDB. I could put it in the Uma Race Simulator. And see if it makes a big difference or not. Uma... Pretty Derby Race Simulator. Alright, we'll do that. I'll put it in the Race Simulator. And then if you guys don't know what the Race Simulator is, you can find out right now. I was just typing that. Very handy tool, I must say. Okay, so let's pop open the banners thing because now I have the race simulator. That is horribly positioned. What the hell? Okay, I'm going to take that away and put it back in because I don't know why it looks like that. Window capture, race sim. Okay, so for people who don't know, there is an UmaMusume race simulator, which, you know, it factors out a lot of things, but what it can do is you put in who your Uma is, what their stats are, what their skills are, and then you can select like what course they're on and everything like that. So it has a preset for Leo Cup. So we would just select that because this is being simulated for Leo Cup. I'm just gonna size this a little bit, move it down. Okay. So I go back to Taishin. Pop this open. Full stats. Okay, so if we just compare our Taishin against herself in a vacuum. So she has max speed, 917 stamina, 825 power, 391 guts, 389 wit. Distance aptitude is S. She has Nemesis. She has Redshift, Iron, Firm, Outer Post, Curvature, Swinging Maestro, Go with the Flow, Medium Straight. That's not how you spell medium. And then we just copy that same thing over here. 917, 825, 391, 389. End closer. That didn't update to end closer. This one? Yes. So we have Redshift. It would be nice if you could like copy paste between the two windows. Firm, Outer Post, Curvature, Maestro, Go with the Flow, and Medium Straight. Okay, so we have the same thing on both. So now we can say, let's say on this Taishin, we get Shadow Break. And on this Taishin, we upgrade Firm to Double Circle, and we upgrade Medium Straight also to Double Circle. So now it will compare those two Taishins on the Leo Cup course. Let's include HP consumption, and we can just see. They have the exact same time to finish. They both show up as 107 seconds. So we can re-roll the seed and try again. 107.06, 107.06. Reroll the seed. 107.2, 107.2. Reroll the seed. 107, 107. They have the exact same number every single time. So, in theory, based in a vacuum, it is the exact same. You can compare top speed in that situation? Ah, true. 25.1, 25.03, 25.2, 25.1, 25.2, 25.1, 25.1, 25.0. Okay, so their time to finish is the exact same. But if Shadow Break procs, it is about 0.1 to 0.15 meters per second faster than the other one. First one is better in a worst case scenario? Is there a way to tell like what would be considered a worst case? The first one would be the one that has Shadow Break. So I feel like in theory, wouldn't the worst one or the first one? So the first one is faster in a best case, but in a worst case, wouldn't Shadow Break not proc? Like if she's on the inside? Like ideally go with the flow gets her to the outside, but if it doesn't, and it doesn't even proc, so I would think for the consistency, the second one is better. The minimum, I think, is worst case. Oh, this one? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So large negative means 1 is faster, positive means 2 is faster. So do these update each time? Negative means Uma 1 is faster. Minimum. Positive means 2 is faster. So I guess yes. If minimum is worst case, then the first one is better. If maximum is best case, then the second one is better. I assume, I mean, literally the only difference, I guess, is just whether Shadow Break procs, I would assume. I don't know. I don't get it, because I assume this is I figure the race sim is just assuming that Shadow Break procs every time. Oh, you know what? Actually, oh yeah, Shadow Break did proc here at the very end. Oh, so maybe that's what it is. Like when Shadow Break procs? Like right here, the top speed is the exact same and the time to finish is the same. So this one could be like, oh, Shadow Break procs so late that it didn't really make a difference. But if it procs like around here, yeah, right here, Shadow Break procs way earlier, as all of the other stuff is also proccing. And in that case, yeah, then the one that had Shadow Break had a higher top speed. Here, Shadow Break procs early, first one has a higher speed. So maybe it's about when it procs. Shadow Break procs a little bit later here, still has a higher speed. I want to find one where Shadow Break procs late. Oh, this one was horrible. Medium straight activated at the very end. It seems like it rarely actually procs late. Okay, here it was a little later, but it still had a higher top speed. Actually, this is the first time I've seen it, I think, in all of the runs. But Uma 2 finished 0.067 seconds faster that time. That might be the first time I've ever seen the time to finish not be the same. It did have a slightly lower top speed still, but it finished. So maybe the later Shadow Break procs, the better. Well, I guess that makes sense. Here it was earlier and it was the same. Earlier and it was the same. So I guess, yeah, it really just comes down to if and when Shadow Break procs. If it procs early enough, you're golden. If it procs later, then the other one is just more consistent. The whip makes it a wild card. It would be nice if I was over 400. This is probably one of those situations, though, where it's like, it's just overthinking it. Like, I could stare at these all day and go back and forth, but realistically, does it actually make that much of a difference? I wish that, like, this was a little clearer. You're a data guy, though? I am a data guy, which is why I really like this resource and looking at the charts. But if anybody was interested in this resource, I just look up like UmaMusume Race Simulator. I think I could post a link in chat actually, because I'm an admin. Race Sim. Yeah, I can. So if anybody has not seen this before and wants to use it to like help you with your Umas potentially, there's the link. Obviously, the best way to test it is actually running in races. Victoria Frontiers Discord made a slightly better version of the Umulator. It has a few more nice features. Oh, interesting. Victoria Frontier. I have not heard of that. Saw something funny when I looked it up. I'll have to try and check that out at some point. You know what? I'm gonna... God. I was gonna say I'll poll it, but... probably... Yeah, no. I think only admins can. But if it's just their Discord, like if it's in their channel, or in their server, then I could just look that up later. I was gonna say I was gonna put it to a poll of like what people think. Like pick Shadow Break or Firm plus Medium. But I feel like it's just gonna end up close. I honestly don't even know what I'm leaning towards, though. What would you pick? Shadow Break or Firm 2 plus Medium Straight 2? So the high roll is a lot higher than the minimum roll. Yeah, the high roll is definitely better on Shadow Break. For sure, the maximum, if you high roll it, is bigger than the minimum if you don't high roll it. Actually, wait, I think I have that backwards, which is why it's confusing. It's like the minimum means the first one is better. So I guess the minimum is the actual high roll. Have you tried comparing medium 2 versus Encloser 1? I feel like Encloser 1 should give more value. That could be the case if it's like the firm double circle where it's like single circle is 40 versus double is 60. If medium straight is similar and Encloser straight is similar, that would be an interesting test as well. Minimum would be low rolling skills, I thought. That's what I would assume. That's why I wish there was a description to actually explain like what these mean. So if I were to compare medium 1... So I guess I could do that here. Like instead of medium 2, let's say you get medium 1, and then you also get Encloser straight 1. So we'll re-roll. Okay, so in that case, mean median show that 2 is ever so slightly better. So here I have Shadow Break with medium 1. Here I have medium 1 with Encloser 1. And wow, Uma 2 is 0.7 seconds slower that time. That's a big difference. And that time it was 0.3 seconds faster. What the hell? 0.7 slower. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I got it backwards. That's 106.7 versus 107.0. So that is 3.5 lengths as the maximum. That is massive difference. Positive means Uma 2 is faster. Holy crap. So, okay, wait. So Uma 2 with end closer 1 and firm double. 2 is 0.3 seconds faster. 2 is 0.4 seconds faster. 2 is 0.3 seconds faster. 0.3 faster. 0.3 faster. 0.4 faster. See, this is really interesting because the top speed for 2 will still often be lower than 1, but its time to finish is always between 0.3 and 0.4 faster, pretty much. That one's about 0.35, 0.4, or sorry, 0.3, 0.3. Probably stays top speed for longer than I guess. That could be. Or hits top faster so it gets for longer. That would make sense, I guess, because that has the firm double circle, so it's just a 20 extra power. So it would hit top speed slightly faster. Unless I'm confused on how it works. So if you're scared of not proccing skills, 1 would be your choice, but if you're confident, 2 should be your choice. Mean, median, positive, positive. Yeah, so I think since the mean and median are both higher for 2, then over a giant sample of runs, the second one should be better. Like, if we increase this to like 1,000 samples, does it make much of a difference? It's still like the same overall. You only take 1 if you think you're going to low roll skills every race. Yeah, and I don't think I would low roll every race. So I think going 2 makes more sense. And I could, I guess, just for shits and giggles, I could take away Shadow Break, and I could compare those 2 specific situations and say firm double and medium double. So this compares whether you get medium double or end closer single. End closer single is faster, end closer single is faster. Same top speed, end closer singles faster. Same top speed, end closers faster. Same top, end closer faster. Same top, end closer faster. So, okay, yeah. So it seems like getting end closer in addition to medium is generally slightly faster. Which would mean the best thing that I could do here would be firm 2. Based on this in a vacuum simulator, would be firm 2 and end closer 1. So I think we're just gonna go for it. Usually makes sense. Doubles are for leftover skill points. And the poll also would have gone for firm plus medium or firm plus end. Okay. All right, that should be an A+. Which means I can't run it in Cash's Cup, unfortunately. Barely an A+, but it's an A+. That, I'm hoping, that's kind of crappy Sparks, a single star Guts, but you know what? This might not be a good parent for the future, but what I think it should be is a damn good Leo Cup Uma. With max speed, over 900 stamina, which is the first time that's happened to me. We get Maestro, so we're fine. 800 power is a little bit low, but we have double firm, plus redshift, plus iron. So that's all really good. Medium S. Can limits being raised to S next cup. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And that's only my 3rd best Taishin, huh? Well, based on their stats. Oh, I can put True Way of Kings on her? Hell yeah. I love that title. Not only all of those stats and those skills, but I get True Way of Kings. Whew. Good shit. Oh, they came out with another episode. Did I favorite that, Uma? I think I did. I did. Okay. Good work, everyone. Probably the most stressful skill choices I've ever seen. It was. I mean, when you're considering it for a PvP event and you really want to min-max, it's definitely stressful. All right. Well, we did finish my third Borrow career. I would like to do an updated Uma sorter, but I should probably call it here and get some dinner because in 2.5 hours, we have another stream. Again, I don't think I'm streaming my POV, but I assume Cashew is, and I am 99% sure Zero will. For Darktide, which, you know, just chilling with the boys, basically. Should be fun, I think. Obviously, we all like Left 4 Dead together, and I don't really know anything about Warhammer, but I know Zero's super into it. And we played Vermintide, so I guess it's like a bigger and better Vermintide. So I think I will call it there, but I would not be surprised if during this week or next weekend, I either stream some of my Leo Cup races and we can watch how they go together, or after Alharu Cup comes out, or Unity Cup, whatever it's called, maybe I'll do a stream going through that for the first time and figuring it out. So if you like this stream, feel free to like and subscribe or join the Discord. Or oh yeah, if you're interested in joining the Discord, link is in the description. Free for anybody to join. If you do join, there is a roles channel after you join that you just want to click into, and then you can opt into like notifications for streams. You can opt into different hobby channels like Gacha or gaming or VTubers or whatever. But yeah, that's about it for self-promo. Leave a like. Yeah, thanks for streaming. Thanks for hanging out. Boys, girls, hello, Videosity. Welcome. And thank you all for hanging out and being chatty and giving advice and opinions on, you know, my first career with Itazuna. And trying to pick skills and whatnot. Definitely helpful. We built a damn good Brian last time. We built a damn good Taishin this time. I'm happy about that. I'm excited to see how they perform in Cup. Next week, I think the plan for next week is pretty much the same as this week. More Pokemon Legends EA. We'll start Halo 3 ODST. More Ghost of Yote. And probably another Uma or something else. We'll see. Your stream kept me sane while doing back-end stuff. Well, I am glad to hear that, Cashew. Yeah, it was minimal tilt today, which is nice. Uma Sunday isn't over for me yet. There's still a VTuber streaming today's Uma episode. Gonna see that later. True. At 7 p.m. Eastern, in an hour and a half from today. If you are at all interested, Cashew Zero in chat right now is streaming a watch-along for the newest UmaMusume Cinderella Grey episode, which I haven't started watching, so I can't watch it. But if you're into the anime and you're into watch-alongs, Cashew's doing a watch-along in an hour and a half. And he's also, every Sunday he does an Uma Cup that you can enter and compete with me and Cashew and other people from our club and our friends and whatnot. So you can check out his channel if you also like Uma stuff. But yeah, I'm going to call it there. Thank you all again for coming to the stream. I hope you had a good time hanging out, chatting Uma. Thank you again for the help. And hopefully I see you for some streams next week. Or in chats of my friends tonight for Darktide. Yay! But until next time, have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye!
Bye.